What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the late night hangout where we're going to be talking about a little bit of anything and everything. So, I'll be dropping a link in a few seconds. I know people are still live. Maybe once they're done, they'll come over and hang out. Bring your popcorn, bring a beverage if you want. I got a can of soda here. It was 12:01 and I hope everyone had a great week. So let's have a good time. Could talk about my man cave. What you guys think about it? I was fixing some lights, and let me get the link here. And like I said, man, let's have some fun. Let's talk about whatever you want. What you got on your mind? How was your week? What you've been reading. Have you seen a movie lately? I don't know. Whatever. Talk about books you've been reading. I was on the couch today reading some Jack Kirby, trying to get some knowledge on Jack Kirby. I was actually reading this and watching a movie at the same time. But, well, wait a minute. What the hell is going on here? Let me drop the link. Let me paste this here. So, we got Perry in the house. What's going on? Perry was on Discord. I jumped on there for a few minutes talking to some of the homies on there. If Marcus jumps on, you can see Marcus. I got something for you right there. Got my little Eagles. I just picked that up not too long ago. So what's going on, Perry? Hope you're doing. Whoa! Holy coconuts! What the hell just happened here? Perry coming through once again. Well, let me see what can I play for you. I don't know. Maybe this one.
You know, I guess one person can make a difference.
I guess one person can make a difference. So, yeah, I don't know. Well, appreciate that, my good man, Perry. We got Benny in the house. Ben C. Benny Compton in the house. What is going on? Hope you're doing well, sir. What? Damn, I never win these things. When? Oh, John, what are you talking about? Win these things? Are you talking about Perry gifting people? Man, your membership subscribers are like off the charts right now. You're like, boom, man. So I put the link there. I don't know if you guys see it. You can jump on if you want. We can hang out for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. It don't matter. It don't matter. Happy birthday to Simon over in the across the pond. So happy birthday to you. I was checking out his show not too long ago. Yeah, man. If you guys haven't read this Jack Kirby, this is pretty good, man. Recommend it. I've talked about this book a few times, but I finally sat down and read some pages. I thought I was going to go through the whole thing. It's a great read so far. So what's up, guys? What are you guys up to tonight? Huh? Let me see here. What movie was I watching today? It was some movie called The Devil or something. They killed his whole family. He goes out in revenge. It's one of these Japanese movies or Chinese movies. Badass, man. A lot of action. I think it was called The Devil. So don't let the title throw you off. But it was a good movie. Good movie. And then, yeah, there was a couple other stuff. But I'll leave that for most likely this weekend. What's up? What's up, man? Are we excited for Born Again? That's around the corner next week, one day, I believe. Oh, man. Oh, excuse me. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. And what else? What else, guys? What else? I'm trying to see the books I read today. I was reading some Wolverine. Was it Wolverine? Yeah, Wolverine. Catching up. Oh, oh God. How's it hanging? How's it hanging? John, if you're still there, what's the movie with Jim Carrey when he said when they asked him how's it hanging? I think it's Liar Liar. John is a movie guy. John was doing his top movies, top 50 movies or whatever it was. Yeah, Mr. Gretzky on there. So yeah, I believe it was Liar Liar. Perry, if you haven't seen that one, that's a good movie. A good funny movie. So yeah. So what's up, man? Don't be scared to jump in. What's up, Jag? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I know there's some videos out there, and people were talking about people. That's wild, man. Oh, we got some cats that want to jump on and hang out. We got vlogs in the house. We got random. What's going on, guys?
Tired, but saw you were live, so
yeah, I was about to go to bed, and I'm like, but Rod's live. I got to at least hop on and say, hey, what up?
So, all right, sweet, man. What y'all been doing lately, man?
I've been seeing you around, bro. That's what I miss. I miss my guy, Rod.
Man, been busy, and I figured why not do a late night? The last one I did went 12 hours. I saw Jiggs did 14 hours the other night.
Dude, did you see it was snoring? It was hilarious.
Jiggs passed out.
I saw a little bit. I know I woke up. I think Perry was hosting it. It was early in the morning.
Dude, Jiggs was wasted. It was so funny.
I hear at one point there was 14 people watching the empty chair.
Man.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'll be back in a minute.
I was on it for a little while. He was drinking a bit. He was about ready to drive down to Georgia when I showed him the clip from my video I made of the ollies up near me. All the Omni videos and stuff. He wanted to know right where it's at.
Man, yeah, I know. I woke up, I grabbed my phone, and I was like, wait a minute, did I press rewind on this? I'm like, what the hell? These guys are still going live.
Same here. I woke up and was like, shit, I thought he'd be crashed by now. Of course, he wasn't there, so he was.
Yeah, man, that was nuts, man. 14 hours. That is insane. So what you been reading lately, or what you been up to? Any movies, comics? What's up, man?
I went to a concert last weekend, and I went by this comic shop on the way up there. I made a video of it, posted it, but they had some pretty nice books.
Man.
They had I forget what it was, $2,500 for a raw 9.0 of dang, I forget what it was now.
DC Marvel?
Spider-Man 300.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was a little high, but then I had people saying, no, if it's really a 9.0, that ain't really that high.
Jeez, man. That's pretty badass. Oh, man.
I picked up some junk while I was up there. Nothing like that.
Oh, yeah?
Dollar books.
Well, I was reading this on the couch today, this Jack Kirby thing.
Yeah.
And I was like,
you know what? That's the big hardcover. I got the little free comic book day that's got that same cover.
Yeah, I got that one, but I picked this one at Ollie's not too long ago, and I'm reading it. I'm saying, damn, who's like the first one I ever did like a newspaper clip or something? And as you're reading it, he's, you see people that he was working with. I feel like going like online, see if I can find like some newspaper clips of some comics with some of these guys that were in that book.
That you never heard of, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool to have. So yeah, I was first I put like I went on eBay and I put like Jack Kirby like art from newspapers and nothing was popping up. So it's got to be out there, but it'll be pretty neat to have something different.
Yeah, it'd be a high dollar item probably with Kirby attached.
So I'm gonna once I finish this, I'm gonna go back and see the names that were mentioned on there. See if I can find something. I'm pretty sure. I don't even care if it's just looks like crap, but it'd be pretty neat to have something that old.
I was watching Izzy verse one day, and he was going over Neil Adams. He touched on Neil Adams' first contract work with DC, and it's a Jerry Lewis comic book.
Oh wow!
And I looked it up on eBay, and I bought a copy. It was only $12.
Really?
It's got the first Neil Adams work for DC is in it. But you think something like that would be worth a little bit more.
Right.
Because it's a Jerry Lewis comic. He's in a Jerry Lewis on another planet or something. I know he's on the cover. Neil did the pencils for the cover.
Really?
And did the artwork for the main.
TM, I'm here, and TM, you should jump on.
It's been a minute, TM. It's been on the show. Jump on, TM. The link is right there, right above your name.
He's not tired. He's an insomniac.
And he's a Canadian. So you want to talk about hockey? We can talk about hockey because
no, we're not talking.
Well, we're not going to talk about it, but I just saw. I was watching sports not too long ago. I saw my Flyers Winnipeg. So yeah, just had to get that off my chest. So there you have it.
So Rob, what do you got to show us though? What are you going to show us? I want to see some fire.
What you want to see? You want to see my slabs or something?
I want to see whatever you want to show us.
I mean, I think I was going to actually make a video about some of the slabs I have, but I'm sure you've seen them.
I only have 3 slabs to my name.
Let's see. Well, we got Comic Dog in it. What's it? Yeah.
Hello. Ian, it's bedtime. Go to bed. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it signed. Nice. You got to meet Bean. Nice.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Are you gonna get that framed?
Yep. Look, wait. What? Yep.
Who signed that one?
I'll do that. Is his fault.
Nice. Those are cool. Nice job, man. Was he a cool guy?
Yeah. Yep.
He lost a lot of weight. I know he had some issues, and DDP was helping him. So.
Oh heck yeah! Nice.
Wow, cool. That's a cool bunch.
Man, that was a lit show. Yeah, that was
Travis.
Oh man, I can't believe I got signed.
Yeah,
that's pretty neat, man.
Oh, you're not going to speak to me, TM. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we were talking backstage to another stream for quite a while.
What are you talking about? I haven't seen you in it forever. It's been 10 years, Jack. 10 years. Oh, nice.
It's been 10 minutes.
Oh man,
Yeah,
God, how pumped are you for this upcoming Tuesday for Daredevil?
I can't even read numbers that low.
Yeah, it's
Number
it's
7.
It's an 8.8. I mean 8.0.
Wow.
And that
How
was
pumped are you for this Tuesday, Rod?
Oh, I know. I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
What's Tuesday?
Come on, man.
I'm
Born
just
again.
kidding.
This was
Oh,
given to me.
nice.
Oh yeah.
That's a cool cover.
And this was given to me too.
I keep seeing that everywhere.
That's
It seems
cool.
like everybody got one of some kind. Like, that's the first time I've seen the sketch.
Oh, is that
Nice.
first
Firestorm.
Firestorm? Yeah, it's the first Firestorm.
I have a raw copy too.
I was
That's
going to say I had a raw copy back in the 80s when it came out. I used to like Firestorm.
Oh, yeah, that's a big issue.
Yeah.
That's first
Carnage.
Carnage. Yep.
And this was that was given to me by Steve Whiting.
Steve the Voice? Nice.
He
Yeah,
gave this
Steve
to
the
me.
Voice is awesome.
And that's
I'm
that.
gonna get a Batman, a Batgirl, and a Deadpool slab hopefully soon. And then I have my 4 favorites.
What else we got? I don't think y'all seen this one.
Oh wow, gorgeous.
This was an AOK from Hialeah.
Yeah, Hialeah's a good dude.
So he gave that to me.
What happened to
Travis? I
Ian
don't
and
know.
Travis?
I don't know.
He's still there.
He said
No,
he's
he left me.
backstage.
Oh, nice. Secret Wars 8.
This was
Okay.
this was my first book that I sent out to the CGC.
What up,
John.
John?
Hello, gentlemen.
Oh,
Rod, you
John.
sent that out to CGC?
Good first one to send off.
Yeah,
Do
I gave it to my friend Danny, and then Danny sent it to CGC for me. So this was my first one, and there was something else I sent out.
John's gonna pull his out. I bet John has one.
No, he has a nice Daredevil.
Rod always likes to show off his Daredevil 1 and his early Daredevil books, knowing what I don't got. So here's my flex back at you, Rod.
Oh, New Mutants 98. Dang.
All right, hold on. What you got? Oh, come on, Johnny.
That's a 9.8, bitch. That is a 9 fucking 8 right there, baby.
What's
And
your favorite slab you own, John?
Oh,
John,
God,
have
I don't
you
know.
you've seen my slabs, haven't you?
You got that beautiful Rogue one recently. Oh, TM Nerdy backstage.
He's
But
there.
last year I completed the whole run in 9.8, the whole
My
Secret
bad.
Wars 1 through 12.
That's all good.
So they're all over here.
Oh, you got the whole run, John? Jeez,
I can show them if you want, but it gets kind of repetitive after a while. You know, you've seen all those covers. Just bam, bam, bam. And I've got I got signed copies of him somewhere, like not slab, you know, like books I take to cons and get like Mike Zeck to sign or whatever.
John, I forgot to tell you, we were on Jiggs the other night. Kevin gave us other Kevin, backstage look at what he does, and he like panned it to his crew, and everyone's like, yeah.
There you go.
Where was he? Oh, Kevin, I remember where he was. He was at the Omni.
Oh, yeah.
Omni. The Omni was an old.
The Opry.
The Omni was a building in Atlanta where the Hawks played.
It was a big opera hall. It looked like.
He was in L.A. at the something center. The
Travis, how you doing, man? I feel like I haven't been on a stream with you in a while, buddy.
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
I've loved seeing you on so many streams. Everywhere I look, I feel like I'm seeing more TM Nerdy. It's been great to see you back, buddy.
Yeah, well, you're sort of seeing me.
Well,
more of my logo. You're yeah.
I'm hearing you, which is just as good.
You'll see a lot more of me, especially like on Biggie's stream and that. Like when
I love it.
It's my time to pick books and stuff. Like I already have a list. Like of course, Strange Adventures 180 is going to be my first pick. Second pick would be Batman Adventures Mad Love #1.
Ooh.
So yeah, I got a list in that. So I'm excited to finally have my picks. But yeah,
is that the 100 best covers of all time list?
No, this is the book club list.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. John, I know he was counting down that 100 list.
John, are you going to WonderCon? Do you go to that or not?
That's my plan. I've been going almost every year, but I don't know how many days I can attend this year. Last year I took days off of work and I went every single day. It was a lot of fun, but I don't know that I can do that again.
How many states you gone to for cons? You went to Baltimore?
Only 3. California.
Oh my God, he has returned.
Maryland.
I'm back, baby.
Florida.
I'm back.
No, you're not. I've missed
guy.
you. Where have you been, my good sir?
What's up, Kevin?
He was hanging out on my channel the last 2 hours.
Travis?
Jiggs was talking shit
Rod?
about you the other night.
It's been a
That's all right. I don't care.
Carlito, I feel like I haven't seen Carlito in forever.
Rod is the man.
So, are you
That's
done
all Jiggs does
collecting,
is talk shit.
Carlito? Or do you have any? Did you keep some of your?
I actually kept
Just-
about 80% of my collection, which
Carlito's
probably
new
shouldn't
collection
have,
is made of glass.
Oh yeah.
I haven't bought any of that for a while either, actually, but I've got plenty to last for at least another 3 lifetimes, so I think I'll be all right.
And Rod,
God,
his
it's great
full
to see you
collection's
guys.
now these Hot Wheels, man. He's got a
Yeah,
wall
man.
going of those
Look at
things.
the Hot Wheels.
Wild.
Yeah, I picked up one. We finally got some of the
Look
C
at
cases
that,
around me,
dude.
right?
I feel like you could build a house out of Hot Wheels. That is freaking wild,
It's
man.
Do
called
they
the
do
House
Batmobiles
Wheels.
too?
I got a bunch of them, man.
Do they?
He
Okay.
does.
Sold
He showed a
lot,
gold
man,
one
but
the
I
other
think
day.
that-
It was the animated
Tim.
series gold.
Ooh.
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
that. Nice car.
They made
Oh,
a gold one?
I
Gold
think I got
Camaro.
that one. Hold on. Let me see that one up
The
close.
gold one I remembered, Rod, was like, oops, sorry.
That's cool.
Nice.
Ooh, a Camaro.
I don't
Nice.
have that one.
KC.
Camaro RS. What the hell is that?
Really,
Really
stupid.
small.
Really
Really
stylish.
small.
Really stupid.
Hmm.
Okay.
70s versus 90s, so I guess they have a 90s Camaro also.
Huh.
I gotta
Set
keep my eyes
somewhere.
set for that.
You know what
What you
Batmobiles
what you
I
got,
have?
John?
I only.
I was gonna
two
say, I thought you had
Batmobiles.
a animated series Batmobile in
Oh
gold,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I got,
Serious?
You
I
had
got the
one of
gold
these.
one.
Yeah, that's the one I was like, that's a cool design. I don't know why I'm still on the big screen, but I'll just show my Lego Batmobiles. Beep, beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep.
Because you sell, John. You sell.
I
I got a
Lego
couple gold
Batmobiles.
ones.
You guys want to hear something funny?
Oh,
Is
you got the
The
Tumblr.
tumbler.
Tumbler.
You know what's
Love
so
it.
funny? I saw the plastic tumbler at my LCS for like unboxed $10, and I was
Oh,
debating about
yeah.
buying it.
This one's a little
Ooh,
dusty.
Mr.
I haven't picked
Freeze?
this one up in a while. Sorry. Yeah, this is
So,
the
John,
this
have
is
you
the
found
Keaton.
a spot for the X-Men mansion?
I haven't even started
Yeah.
building it. I'm so scared of it still.
Oh, I love
That's
that.
my
I
that's
love
my
it.
favorite right there.
Yeah.
Caesar Romero
good.
and Adam West. Whoop! It's
Oh.
fired up.
John, you need one of them little air duster things, man.
I
Yeah.
do. I know. They're getting a little dusty in here.
Just,
Compressed air.
Yeah. I think that's all my. Oh,
I think my next
I've got
figure
the,
I'm going to buy is a Deadpool figure
I don't think Carlito likes the.
from the movie. I think I'm going to pull a trigger on that.
What do you mean? I don't like the
Sweet.
what? What are you talking about?
You don't
Go
like
for it,
comics?
Bob.
The Batmobile from the Batman. I don't know where it went.
I don't. Actually, that's probably the coolest part of that movie. I'm not gonna lie. I even said
Dude,
that
I
when I
tell
watched
people
it.
one of my all-time favorite scenes is from Dark Knight Rises.
I don't know where
I
it
got
went.
Where
this.
it goes from the I have that one.
Ooh,
You know what that
nice.
one is?
Yep.
I think I got that one too.
Love it.
I
Heck yeah.
told someone
The treasure hunt.
You know
My
that movie.
favorite-
That movie
Oh,
sucked, or wasn't great, but I still love that Batmobile.
Dude, I love
The
from
blue
Dark.
rims you can only get on the treasure hunt.
So what I love from Dark Knight Rises is
That's
when
a
the
nice one.
tumbler explodes and then he goes into the bike.
That was only actually in Dark Knight, but
Oh yeah, that was Dark Knight, not
Yeah.
Dark Knight.
but still, it's cool either way. I get you.
Weird. I knew I built it. I don't know where the hell that Batmobile went.
Yeah, I still have the 1/18th scale. I think it might be Hot Wheels. I don't know, but it's like die cast
Does Night
tumbler and the bike from.
does Deathstroke have any vehicles? I don't even know. I didn't even.
I mean, I
A
don't know.
motorcycle.
He don't
He-
need
he's
no
a-
vehicles.
He's like a billionaire. He's got all kinds of stuff.
He's got a butler. He's all right.
does.
Just
Deathstroke.
like Batman.
Yeah.
It's good.
Just like Batman. Weird.
Except evil.
Yep.
And stronger. And
Not
smarter.
stronger.
And
No way.
quicker.
He's not
Wait,
stronger.
did I say that out loud? My bad.
Yeah, you did. Are you trying to piss off a Batman fan?
No way, dude. Batman was my number one, man. Come on.
Good. Amen, brother.
But I still think Deathstroke is his best villain, besides Joker, obviously.
Yeah, no, I agree. Scarecrow too.
I saw something where Batman has the most villains in comics.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I would not be surprised.
Let's
about
see,
that.
Scarecrow,
I mean,
Joker.
Condiment
No, I mean,
Man.
it was like I saw it on TikTok. It was a picture and it said Batman. All these characters were on and said he has the most villains.
He
And it
does
had me
by
thinking.
far,
Spider-Man's got a lot too.
He does,
but not nearly.
But yeah,
as much
Batman
as
probably has more. I'm not
but
gonna
they
lie.
reuse Spider-Man's more. I
True,
think.
yeah.
Batman,
Superman too.
There's always new ones popping up.
Yeah, I would say Batman probably does have the most.
Yeah, because like you think of like the low tier villains that he has, like Victor Zsasz,
Yeah.
Hugo Strange.
Condiment King.
Yep, Condiment.
He's just
the first one I thought of.
Yep, that's the second one I thought of.
Condiment King is a piece of garbage. I'm like, dude, you're a failed top-down
What?
salesman, bro.
Come on. Damn.
Oh God. Batman. I saw somewhere somebody put a clip and it was it took Michael Keaton Batman and Superman from the first movie and how they edited it with all this technology.
AI,
Dude, I
baby.
saw that
All
clip
AI.
too. Yeah, that was great.
You seen the clip I'm talking about, right? They
Yeah.
were like the meeting that they all this is what
Oh,
everybody
God,
wanted to
dude.
see. For a minute, I thought it was like
It's
a
so
leaked
good.
footage. It looked so real.
Yep.
Oh man, I was like, damn, what if? You talk about a what if,
What
that would
if?
have been
Sure.
it. Right
Have you
there.
guys seen the Jimmy Kimmel bit where it's like he's standing in the art gallery and it's Clark Kent and it's as I think it was Cavill. And it was
Yeah.
Ben Affleck as Batman.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
he's like,
Oh, yeah.
he's laying there talking, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, that's Clark
That's great.
Kent, and it's Lex Luthor, and it's Jesse Eisenberg." He's like, "No, it's not." He's like, "Where these glasses?" He's like, "Holy shit!" And then Will Arnett comes and he says, "I'm Batman." He's
Yeah.
like, "No, you're not Batman." Okay, I'm Lego Batman. Who gives a shit about Lego Batman? I do.
I love Lego Batman. That's so good.
That was good.
That was one of my last Movie Pass
Right.
movies I went and saw.
Dude, I haven't seen it, but I love his laugh in it because it's so
So
funny and stupid.
And Zach Galifianakis is the Joker. Oh my god,
Yeah.
so good, so good. I was the only one in that theater, by the way. One of the last days of that run of that movie around here.
I still need to see
So
it.
good.
I heard it was great.
I like it when I'm the only one in the theater.
I do too. I love it.
I used to, of course, I managed one for 10 years.
Nice. I didn't
The
manage
dollar-
one, but I worked at one. I
It
used to run the
became dollar
projectors,
theater.
Kevin
the
ran
actual
the
old projectors, where you
Kevin
had to
did too.
slice the previews with the actual film. And
I did that for 10 years before I became a manager. And then when I became a manager, they got rid of projectionists entirely, and the managers had to do the damn job.
yeah,
So that's why I became a manager, so I could keep my job.
yeah. And now they do it all on a freaking thumb
Slide the
drive.
film together.
Yeah,
Yeah, they come as a hard drive and
yeah.
slide it in the side of the projector. You're done. There are no projectionists anymore. Nobody even
Nope.
shows up there except once a week to slide them drives in.
Sad.
The movies are scheduled and started at the home office.
You know what's so
All
funny?
the
I
manager of a
don't
theater
know
does now
why
sell popcorn.
I thought of John.
The tickets are sold by, you know.
Do you guys remember in the what was it called? The superhero movie with Drake Bell as the Fly or whatever? The parody superhero movie where it's Tracy
Dragon?
Morgan
Yeah.
and he's Charles Xavier, but he's sitting on a toilet and then he's sitting on something else. And
Yeah.
Storm's teaching a class in the Professor Xavier
John's offended right
class.
now.
He's like, "Hey Storm, did I tell you gained a lot of weight and your ass is fat?" And she like thunderbolts him. John, I'm sending you this clip.
That was
All
the
right.
same with what
Sounds like
Epic
I'm going to enjoy it.
All I thought about when you were saying that was Fat Russell Crowe and Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh
As-
yeah.
What the hell, dude?
How bad was that movie? Because I haven't
Oh
seen
my
it.
god, that is the worst MCU movie, I think.
We
I
don't
don't
make
know.
it back to see anymore.
I'd rather watch the Marvels. I'd rather watch anything other than that, probably in the MCU. Again,
Yeah, I heard that movie sucked
So
on
bad.
Wow.
Like I walked out of the theater like, why? I wish I hadn't wasted my money on it.
Yeah, I know people that haven't gone to see a Marvel movie since because that would turn them off to the whole franchise.
God.
So, John,
I could see
this
why.
is John, this is a 3-minute clip. Of course, it's a movie parody, but I'll send it to you. I think you're gonna laugh, but no rush in watching it.
Rod, thanks for having me on, man. I miss you guys. I think it's good to see
miss
Will,
you too,
Kevin,
man. Yeah, miss
Travis.
you too, bro.
I mean, I see John more than anybody, so it's kind of tiresome. But
dude, I want to hop on your. Dude, I've been telling John I would love to hop on your guys' movie stream. I love movies.
dude, I'd love being with John and Matt and just listen to them talk about movies. Like I don't really bring much to the table, but
you guys
not
are
true,
doing
not true,
top-
not true, not
being
true.
with those two
You
guys.
guys
Like
are doing
Shenanigans.
Aren't you guys doing top 50 movies?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
got
got 2 more sessions.
What was
Have
part
you
2
guys
today?
don't
do
tell
not
me.
watch
Part
30
3.
to 21
Part 3.
because my
I got
30 to
part
21 were
for
horrible.
later.
Have you guys
No,
does
they were
someone
great
have
movies. What are you talking about?
Please tell me someone has Ben-Hur on their list.
Oof.
I don't.
Matt
Wow.
might. Matt,
it's not 50
I don't know.
I do have a lot of like
completely
classic.
honest, I've never seen
epics,
Ben-Hur.
Like Lawrence of
I
Arabia
don't
was on my
rewatch
list
that
tonight.
much though. Like these are
John,
like favorite movies,
John,
not
what
like
are your top so
best.
far? Do you have the list in front of you or no?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Don't give it away, John. Don't give.
I'm
it
not going to
Don't
say the
give
ones
us
that
the
are still
ones
to
you
go.
haven't done yet.
Yeah, just the ones
Let's
you've
see.
already done.
I want to
Tonight
hear
I
what
did.
Rod and Will and these guys gotta say.
Let's see. Originally, I had. Let's see. The top 50 included Memento, Seven, Muppet Movie, Pulp Fiction, Glory, Chasing Amy, Superman the Movie, Jaws, Breakfast Club, Some Like It Hot, Jurassic Park, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Arrival, Field of Dreams, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Before Sunset, Night Before Christmas, Lethal Weapon, The Big Lebowski, Apollo 13. And then tonight we carried on tonight. It was Back to the Future, Aliens, The Sting, Zodiac, Lawrence of Arabia, High Fidelity, 12 Angry Men, The Thing, The Conversation, and Sleepless in Seattle.
The Sting is a great movie.
The Sting is so underrated, man.
That came up twice tonight. It came up twice.
Sting. Did I see that?
It's
That's
about
Paul
that
Newman
made me
and Robert
watch that.
Redford
So
as like
good.
con artists.
Oh yeah, they're awesome. That's a great.
John, I was
Yeah,
really
Kevin
happy to
knows that
hear.
movie.
Does someone please tell me someone has The Departed? Because I think that's one of the greatest movies.
Good movie.
I was
What were you
really
saying,
happy to
TM?
hear
Good.
that Chasing Amy was on the list.
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
such a great movie.
And
great
Zodiac is a really great movie.
Yeah,
Zodiac.
Yes.
That's with
everything you named was really
Downey
good.
Jr. and
Gyllenhaal,
Gyllenhaal,
yeah.
and
If you
Mark
do,
Ruffalo.
Ruffalo.
if you do,
Yep.
but don't tell me the number. Does someone have The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
I do not.
Ooh.
I don't even know if I have a Clint Eastwood movie on my list. Actually,
You don't have.
That
You don't have. You
That
gotta
might
have
be in my
you
top
gotta have
20,
Taxi
Will.
Driver.
Might be in my top 20.
Where
What's
Eagles
that?
Taxi
Dance.
Driver.
no, I'm not a
No,
Scorsese
that's
fan.
not
I don't
a-
have
not
a
in my
single
top.
Scorsese movie on my list.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not-
I don't
Robert
like
De Niro.
Martin Scorsese movies a lot.
Wow, you know what's funny? I don't think I have one in my top.
How
My
about a
favorite
David Lynch?
Scorsese, my
What?
favorite Scorsese movie is The Color of Money, but it's mostly
Huh.
because I love Paul Newman and I love The Hustler, and
Yeah.
it's a great sequel to The Hustler.
Excellent
And that movie does not make my list.
Holy shit! I just realized
How
Scorsese.
So I
about
don't have a
David
single
Lynch?
Scorsese.
Damn.
David Lynch, I considered The Elephant Man, which I really love.
Yeah,
Um,
Wild at Heart's one of my favorite all-time movies.
I haven't seen that in
Nicolas
a hot minute. I do need to go back and
Cage.
rewatch
That's an
that one.
excellent movie.
That's
With
a great
the
one.
imagery
That's
from The Wizard of Oz, and
that one
was
has Nicolas Cage, right? Wild at Heart.
Yeah. Nicolas
Yeah,
Cage. Oh god, what's her name?
No, that was I remember really enjoying
Other
that one,
kid.
but I would say I probably haven't seen it in 20 years.
The one that plays his well, not mother-in-law, but his girlfriend's mom. She was nominated for an Oscar and should have
Yeah.
won. Elizabeth
You know what
Hurston,
movie people I know love
Who it
to
was?
hate,
she
but
paints herself with freaking red lipstick at one
Yeah,
scene.
yeah.
So mad, staring in the mirror, and her whole
Yeah.
face is red by the end of the scene. It's like
Crazy.
damn, it's
you know what
crazy.
movie people hate that I thought was decent was Troy.
I haven't seen that yet. I need to watch that.
No, I think you'd like
That's
it, Carlito. It's
Brad
wonderfully
Pitt, right?
epic, and the fight sequences are great, and the performances are all really strong.
I heard the history was a little hanky.
I mean, it's not a true story. It's
Right.
definitely like it's the legend. It's not the true
Gotcha.
story. You know.
Well, knowing
because
going
it's
in,
so
I
long
appreciate
You
it
have
more.
to see it, dude.
But it's part of the the Iliad storyline, right? Because the Odyssey is the return home after, which is now Nolan is making.
Oh
So
God,
watch Troy.
People are dogging the shit
So
out
is
of the
this a
stills that have been
sequel
coming
to
from
Troy
Odyssey. But
he's making?
So yeah, you know, the Iliad and the Odyssey are sort of two epic companion stories. One about going to war and one about returning home after war. And so the story of the Battle of Troy is included in the Iliad, and then Odysseus, the character who's sort of telling the tale, returns home in the Odyssey, the second part. And that's the story that Nolan.
Are they making it?
Yeah.
Wow.
They've made many versions
movies,
of
man.
these stories in film over the years, but it sounds like Christopher Nolan's new movie is going to be the Odyssey. He is specifically focusing on that return after the Battle of Troy.
I wonder if
all right, I got one for you. What's this movie? The one that has Brad Pitt. There were three brothers, and it had Anthony Hopkins in it.
Yeah. It's Legend of the Fall.
Legend of the
Fall. That's gotta be on the list.
It's a great movie.
It's not on my list, but it is a great movie.
That movie makes me cry at the end. I swear, man.
Do you guys like the?
You just reminded me of another one. A river runs through it.
Oh yeah, another great early.
Do you guys like the Bourne movies?
I love the Bourne movies. Will
they're so good.
Yeah,
so good.
And you know what? That the one with Jeremy Renner is not bad. I like the Jeremy Renner Bourne.
That one's. I feel like they should have. Well, I don't know. I guess it's all right.
Who's the kid the river runs through it?
They shouldn't have called it a Bourne.
Sorry, what was that, Kevin?
I don't know. Anyway.
Who's the young kid in the river runs through it? The younger brother.
Oh, it's
no, that's Brad Pitt.
River Phoenix, right?
No, Brad Pitt.
And Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
No, it's Brad Pitt.
When you said you love the
River Phoenix is not in that movie.
He's not in that one?
No, Brad Pitt plays the younger brother, and then the older brother is an actor who didn't have a ton of other movies. I'm trying to remember his name.
Sure, River Phoenix.
Yes, I'm sure. River Phoenix is not in the River Runs Through It.
Yeah.
You guys better have like the best sci-fi movie out there, Battlefield.
Which is?
I want to hear this.
Dark City.
Oh God.
Dark City is a great sci-fi movie.
I love Dark City. Yeah, I did a live stream where
I haven't
spent a lot of time on Dark City.
Everybody says I need to watch that. Like
Dark
a lot of
City
people
is
keep telling me I need to watch that.
But I no TM. I did not have Battlefield. I chose Starship Troopers instead.
No, not Battlefield.
Oh, that was a good one too.
Definitely a better
show.
Battlefield Earth.
You know what?
I chose Twilight over Battlefield Earth.
One of my favorite sci-fi books, and one of the worst movies ever made.
You know what? One of my favorite comedy movies.
And I'm not a big L. Ron Hubbard fan.
You know, of course you're not. I know why. No, it's a joke. He knows the joke. You know what's one of my favorite comedy movies that never gets talked about? I love is Beer Fest.
I haven't seen that either. God,
I don't know that I've ever seen it.
I need to see that.
Oh, it's the guys who did Super Troopers.
Yeah,
which I've never watched that full film either.
And there was a bench because Willie Nelson was in that movie.
Yeah.
And there's going to be like a pot fest.
No,
afterwards.
No, they never are. It was a joke. They're never gonna do it.
Oh, it was just a joke. That would have been that would have been cool. But like Beer Fest was like funnier. A really, really funny movie.
If you have a podcast, just imagine the guys you could have. You could have Seth Rogen and you can have Cheech and Chong on that too.
I feel like Mark's being a little sarcastic.
You can have Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is a given.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another.
True Romance is another one, John.
Ooh, classic.
Yeah. There you go. That's a good one.
James Gandolfini.
Favorites.
What's his face?
That scene in the
Christian Slater.
No, the fatter brother of the one dude that was really popular.
Chris Penn.
Yeah, Chris Penn.
Pine?
Yeah.
Sean Penn's brother.
Oh, Chris Penn. I was like, cool.
Yeah. Chris Penn's in it. And,
you know who's in Oceans that I always forget?
Can't think of the guy's name.
Like, I love the Oceans movies because they're all great. They're great.
Did you see the Sandra Bullock one?
No, I will not watch the Ladies Ocean
13 or 14 or something.
Yeah.
It was
You know
Ocean's
what's
Eight.
funny
good.
is
Ocean's
I
8.
love Casey
But none of
Affleck
them are as
singing
good as
the
11.
Ocean. It's so funny.
Yeah, he was actually. Yeah, he was good in that.
Who? Casey
Little
Affleck?
underrated. Yeah, underrated.
Casey's
Oh
funny.
yeah, Casey Affleck. Well, and you don't realize either. Casey Affleck was in the first 2 American Pie movies as well. Like not a big
Was
role.
he really?
Wait, what?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in a small role in both of them.
Really?
What is
Yeah, he played the older brother. Who was just
I
like,
have to
hey, I
go
got a
back and
cabin.
watch that.
exactly? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
He
Oh,
was
the
what
mark
is
for it.
Goodwill
There's no
Hunting.
syrup.
Other favorite
Goodwill
movie.
Hunting's a great movie.
Better disaster films than Roland.
Robin Williams, just genius.
Oh yeah.
God, I love Robin Williams. Movies.
Still my favorite Ben Affleck and Matt Damon movie.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that I have a Robin Williams movie on my list.
Ooh.
Oh, I got a movie for you guys. The Town. The Town.
Ooh, that's a good one
movie.
right there.
I know Matt had the Good Morning Vietnam. On
Does
his
someone
list.
have?
I like The Town better than Departed.
Does someone
World
have?
according
I like
to
The
Town
Town
is
way more
so
than
good.
Departed. Yeah.
Does someone have
Oh
Scarface?
God, what a movie!
I did
Scarface
not.
did not make my top 50.
I'm not a Scarface fan.
I do love it, but it's not in my top 50.
Goodfellas.
Not in my top 50, but I do love
I
it.
did Goodfellas before Scarface, personally.
Godfather.
Of course.
Oh, well.
Of course.
I mean, of course, that's in my
Yeah.
top 20.
You know what?
I
Like, what
have
about-
a lot of
what about
love
Galaxy
for
Quest?
Coppola and none for Scorsese. So there's a lot of Coppola movies and no
You know,
Scorsese movies.
Oddly, John, in retrospect, that surprises me because I love Scorsese, but none of his movies made my top 50. None of them.
I recently
That's
rewatched
crazy.
Gangs of New York, and I'm convinced it's his
Ooh.
worst movie ever made. I think it's horrible. It looks like it was
Totally
shot on a
disagree.
video camera. It looks
Oh
like
my
everything
God,
is a
I love
flat
that
set,
movie.
and
I
every
love
actor is
it.
phoning it in.
I'm with
They're
Rod.
God,
I
that many
love it.
superhero movies.
Love
you
that
said
movie.
Superman.
What's
Oh
his
my
face is
God.
not phoning it in. Bill the Butcher is fucking amazing.
How about Django Unchained?
Django Unchained. Nope, no Django.
I'm not a big fan of Django. I think it's good, but it's overrated. I think.
I had the original Superman movie. That was the only superhero movie that made my list.
Did you guys? I know it's not a
Wow.
top 100 movie. Just
No, it's
asking
favorite.
for comic book sake. Do you guys like the movie Kick-Ass?
I liked it a lot.
It's a lot of fun.
I like it.
Didn't make my
And the
top
second
50.
one's
but I
not
love
bad.
it.
I love Scott Pilgrim.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
movies I like that wouldn't make my top
Scott
50.
Pilgrim was great.
Dude, top 50 is way harder than I thought it would
TM,
be.
I haven't seen Scott Pilgrim fully, but my favorite line, I've seen bits and pieces, of course. Is,
Y'all see Punk?
one sec, Kevin. One sec. Sorry.
Is that the Scotty doesn't
Where-
know? Is that what that
Uh,
is?
No, that's Euro Trip.
That's
Oh,
Euro
yeah,
Trip.
yeah.
TM, I like where he's like, the girl's like, gotta stop eating bread. It makes you fat. Wait a minute, bread makes you fat?
Yeah.
I don't
It
care.
was
I'm
great. I
never
like the
giving up my
cartoon,
garlic
too, that
bread.
they
I
came out
love
on
my garlic
Netflix.
bread.
TM,
Don't
did
care.
you ever, Carlito and TM probably have seen this movie. Hot Rod with Andy Samberg is so
Dude, that one
That's a
escaped me. I
good
haven't seen
movie.
it. Have not
That's
seen
Yeah,
it.
that was that was their first movie.
We got our very own Hot Rod.
Yeah, we got our
Rocky.
own hot rod.
What about
Rocky.
Rob?
I was,
All time.
it was in my head. I was waiting for these guys
Dude,
to stop
Rocky
talking
is
so I
up
could
there,
mention
man.
Rocky. That's
What
gotta be
about
up there,
Miracle on Ice? Miracle on Ice is not top 50, but a great movie.
Yeah, that's a great movie, but not top 50.
I'll tell you one most people haven't seen in my top 50, probably top 20, is Pawn Shop Chronicles, which
I've
Will
seen
has
it.
seen.
I think
the
I've heard
first
of that.
20
Matt,
minutes
we need to
of.
finish it, but
Pawn Shop Chronicles?
It is the
It's
Pulp
interesting.
Fiction of Alabama. And it,
I will
Really?
say, I think Rod, I've only got 2 sports movies on my entire list, and they're both baseball movies.
Yep, same
Field
here.
of Dreams and what? The Natural?
Ah, yes, Field of
Ooh,
Dreams.
Will has
already-
got one of
Yes,
mine.
Field of
Yes.
Dreams.
I already did Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
And
our
it,
early
I will
stream.
say mine is
I'm
Oh,
not
is
too
the
good.
Sandlot on there?
No,
Sandlot's
I do
a
not,
good
but I
movie.
know Rod would have the Sandlot on his
Dude,
list.
that's so good.
shut
Such
Oh
a
my
great movie.
God, no!
Sandlot is a top 10 for Rod, I would guarantee.
That's my favorite movie all time. That's my
Boom, I
Rod.
called it.
So, Rod, hear me out. I've got a quick
favorite
story.
movie, man.
I worked for the
It's a
Charlotte
great
Knights
movie.
concessions, and they had like guests like celebrities. I got to meet the
Perry-
guy
look
who
at
played
Perry
Ham
trolling.
Porter
Another good one, Rob.
Dude. Rob, I had to cut Tombstone from my top 10 tonight, the 31 to 20.
Holy cow, that was so good.
Really, Perry? What's a Sandlot?
Come on, Perry. You need to watch more movies. You need to get out more.
Terrible, Perry.
Hey,
Cancel.
just to get your interest up in Pawn Shop Chronicles, here's the cast. Paul Walker, it's his last movie. Matt Dillon, Brendan Fraser,
it's
Elijah
that
Wood,
one. Okay.
Vincent D'Onofrio, Norman Reedus, Thomas Jane, G.
Holy
McBride,
shit.
DJ Qualls, Lucas Haas. There he is.
Kevin, I want
That's
to
the big
finish
one.
that movie with you.
That's a stacked cast right there.
Dude,
Kevin, we'll
Pawn
finish
Shop
hilarious.
Chronicles.
Crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy funny. Kevin, we'll finish it sometime soon.
Pawn Shop
really
Chronicles.
love
I've seen
Westerns.
it 20
but I don't
times.
think
I
I have
just
a single
moved to
Western
my
on
top
list.
of my list. Right
Have you
there.
guys
Dude, it's a great.
I gotta
you
go write
guys-
this stuff
Kevin
down. Let me
got
go
me
get my
into
pad.
this. Kevin got me into this show. I only caught the last episode, but I definitely want to watch the rest of it. The Detectorists.
Oh yeah,
It's
detectors.
the guys from
Oh yeah, the
Pirates of
metal
the Caribbean.
detector guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
Mm.
watch some of that, John?
I did. I think we're is a few seasons. I think we're in the second season.
Yeah, there's 3 seasons of 6 episodes each, and then there's
Yeah. My wife and I loved the original British
special.
Office, and it
And
starred
then-
that guy.
me and Matt watched it after I mentioned it to you. We watched all 3 seasons over a couple of weeks, and I found out there's a movie. They made a
I
movie
never
about
watched the
2
movie,
years
Kevin.
ago,
I still
5
need to
years
watch the
after
movie.
the series ended.
Oh, that's funny.
So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I got-
TM, yeah, Travis, I
check
love
that
the
out.
Royal Tenenbaums, and I really considered it. It was right on the edge of my list, but I
Yeah.
did
That's-
not. I went with other movies instead, but it was right there. It was
That's in my
it was-
top 5 to watch.
Great
That one
movie.
escaped me. I have not
Yeah.
seen it.
Did
It's
Die Hard
definitely a
make
good one.
it?
That's in my top 20.
It will definitely be in my top 20 as well.
Yeah,
It has
yes.
to be, man. It's one of the greatest
It's
movies
gotta be, dude.
made.
My
One of the
dad
best.
even said, like, my dad doesn't sit down for movies. He's like, every
Yeah,
time that
that's what
movie
my dad
comes on
said.
TV, I
A
have
great
to
Christmas
watch it.
movie
Hey,
every
could
Christmas
someone-
season.
For
I
sure.
need to get a clip on my channel for my show because I want to invite people to my panel. I want to play the clip where it says, "Welcome to the party, pal."
Pawn Shop Chronicles. Okay.
Pawn Shop Chronicles. I gotta put
Rod is
that.
a little
Royal
behind this
Tenenbaums.
conversation, but he's
They even
There's
use
one that
comic book panels
said
to
too
frame
tonight.
the different segments
Can't
because
remember
it's
what
like
it was,
Pulp
but-
Fiction. It's like 3 different stories that kind of all
Oh,
come together.
Aliens,
Right.
Rob,
Oh,
not Alien.
okay.
Aliens.
Heartbreak
Ooh,
Ridge.
Heartbreak
This is a
Ridge, that
newer
is some
movie,
good
but have you
shit.
guys checked out Saturday Night yet?
No.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know that
No,
one.
but I need to. God, I gotta watch
Perry, you
that.
need to get out
I
more.
mean, I love
Rob,
it.
I think
Wow.
I think Rob would be upset with me because I did not pick Alien, but tonight I had Aliens.
Aliens is
Yeah,
better.
I'm
I
more
would
of a
pick
Cameron
Aliens over
film.
Aliens myself.
Yeah.
So I went with
all the way,
Aliens.
man.
What if-
Aliens.
Isn't
That was my
Aliens the one where it's game over, man? Game over? Isn't
Yeah,
that
it's
Game
the one
over,
with
game
Paxton.
over,
man.
Yeah.
It's classic.
Game over.
Aliens is
Classic.
the action movie.
I
Aliens is a
I
horror
like the way I like the metaphor a little better, but I went with
Yeah.
Aliens. Yeah, but they're both.
Yeah.
When I was in college, I liked Alien more, but as I've gotten older, something about Aliens has just been more rewatchable.
Well, my buddy summed it up
Yeah.
by saying Alien is the horror movie.
Yep.
It's a horror movie in space.
That's fair, yeah.
Aliens
Yeah.
is a sci-fi full-on action. movie.
Sci-fi action.
Correct.
Yeah.
But we can all agree that Alien 3 sucked.
Absolutely.
I mean, I won't say it sucked.
Fair.
It wasn't as good as the
I
other two.
stood
Not-
up.
not good.
I went to see it in the theater with the
Oh
same
my
guy I was
God.
just talking about.
Carlito,
It's a
did you see
When
what
it ended, I
Perry just
stood up
said?
and went.
I
"That's
saw that.
what-" and everybody
Hey,
in the theater
Carlito,
was
by
like,
the
"Yeah,
way,
pretty much."
And this is everyone on the panel. You're always, all of you are always welcome on any of my live streams, by the way.
Thanks,
Hell
Will.
yeah,
I
I'm
man.
appreciate
having
that.
one
I've
on
been able
Tuesday.
to.
We're having
Just
one
set
on.
up,
I'm
just
having
hit us
one on.
up and be like, I want you on the show. Let
I
us
know. I need to.
Yeah, you gotta hit me up,
open
man, because
panel.
I randomly don't check out
Yeah, I
stuff
know.
anymore. So
I drop open panel actually Tuesday. We're gonna be doing early St. Patrick's Day. Show your collectibles that are green. I had to narrow my comics from
Nice.
this to this.
dude, I love St. Patrick's Day stuff. I mean, come on, man. Part Irish. You got it.
No, you're not, but that's the notch.
I am actually. My mom's side.
Oh, nice. I'm trying to think of another great classic movie.
Indiana Jones.
You know
Where
what I
that
was
rank?
talking about?
boy.
John's probably the only one
Indiana
who
Jones,
knows.
right?
I'm gonna say-
Absolutely top 5 for John.
I knew it. I knew
Ooh,
it.
top
man.
five.
But let's be
Damn.
real. The title is Raiders of the Lost Ark. And
Yes,
that's the
yes,
freaking-
yes.
that movie
Last
is
Crusade
So-
didn't make it up there.
I've got-
That is a
I've
top
got-
5. Be ready.
I've got-
Top 5.
Empire Strikes Back.
Good.
Empire
Yes, that's a
Strikes
top
Back.
20 for me. Yep.
It's top 5.
You know what's a interesting movie? I saw bits and pieces. I need to sit down and watch it. Is I think John. I would be surprised. Okay, Glenn Ross.
Oh, that's a great movie. Yeah.
Great movie. I
Probably
own
is
it.
for closers.
I own
Great
it,
one.
but it's not a movie that's going to
ABC.
make my top
Oh,
50 because
because-
it's not
John,
something I want to
is Wall
rewatch.
Street is Wall Street in your top?
No, I mean it's a very good movie, but it's not something I want to rewatch on the regular.
I agree.
All right. How about Caddyshack?
Oh,
It came up
great.
tonight.
Matt had that.
included it in his top.
I gotta see it.
It was in his
I
top
didn't watch it.
25 tonight, but it
Yeah.
was not on my
Oh.
list. Again, I only had 2 sports movies. and
Not
they were
on
both
mine either.
baseball.
Right.
I only
No.
have 2, and they're coming
No
up.
golf.
So.
Sports
No
movies, I
golf.
would have
Oh
to
my God.
include Major
They're
League
both baseball too. So,
and Waterboy.
dude,
Yeah,
you
Waterboy's
finally
not-
saw Interstellar. Do you have a reaction to it? Because I'm gonna watch it right now after the
Smoking
stream.
the
That
Bandit.
shit slaps, is what he
Dude,
says.
that shit is in my top 5. That's all I'm
There
gonna
it is.
say.
Interstellar.
No, I don't have
Wow,
any
really?
Harry Potter in my
Harry
top
Potter.
50. I mean,
I'm surprised.
Dude,
Smokey
Smokey
and
and the
Bandit.
Bandit.
I'm just surprising you, TM. That's what
So
I got to
good.
do.
Smokey. I
Not
never,
in my top
never
50,
heard of
but
that one.
good.
Smokey
What?
and the Bandit.
You don't know.
What do you mean?
Oh
That Burt
my
Reynolds is
God.
racing cars across the
Burt
United
Reynolds?
States. It's a classic.
Maybe
Sally
see that
Field.
sounds familiar.
That's
Maybe I
right.
just forgot the name of the movie.
It's like
Smoking
the
the
early
Bandit.
You might
80s, I
forget
think,
the
like
name of the movie.
82 or
It's
81,
possible.
I'm
maybe.
just saying,
Wasn't Rickles
man.
in one of them?
You're
Oh,
not
yeah.
thinking of Cannonball
Yeah.
Run, John.
Or
Did you guys
yeah,
remember-
maybe that was
Right.
okay.
You're mixing them up.
No, wait, isn't Sally
Smoking-
Field in Smoking
Yeah,
the Bandit?
Smoking the Bandit, Sally Field in the Trans Am. And
Yeah,
they
yeah,
got
yeah,
a big
yeah.
truck full of Coors beers. They're trying to
Which
get
one's
back.
Yeah, yeah,
Rickles?
yeah.
Is that Cannonball Run?
Rickles is
Cannonball Run
Cannonball
is-
Run.
Okay,
Right.
I'm mixing it up then. Yeah,
Yep.
been a while since I've
Two
seen
great movies.
Do
I
you
like
guys
Smokey and the
remember
Bandit
the movie
better.
Bandits?
It. Oh
With,
yeah,
that was a great movie.
With
Dude,
so Bruce
good.
Willis,
yeah, Bruce Willis and
Billy Bob.
Billy
Oh,
Bob
yeah.
Thornton. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
a
yeah.
great movie.
Oh,
It was a
Swing
good,
White.
good.
even
lots of good little
was it
twists.
Red? That the first one was pretty good.
Red.
Retired
Oh,
and
Red
extremely
was good,
dangerous.
too.
Yeah, that was a
I didn't
comic
see
book.
Red 2, but the
lot
first
of
one was
people-
pretty good.
Didn't realize that was a comic book first.
Do you have any Chris
I
Farley
didn't.
movies on your list?
I
Dude,
don't.
I don't, but I should.
Chris Farley. Wow, that's a good
I will
one.
say, and
Yeah.
this is something Carlito and I probably share in common. We don't have a ton of comedy on our
No.
lists.
See, I
There's
would
a
have
few.
fun.
Like,
There's a few, but like my top 10, I don't think it has
Nope.
maybe but one
None.
comedy.
I don't think I have any.
And my
I
top
have Waterboy.
20 might have
Waterboy's
3.
in my top 10.
Dude, some Adam Sandler and Chris Farley movies would if I had to rank comedies separate, for sure
Yeah.
they'd be in my top 20.
man, I'm weird though. Like my top favorite, like Adam Sandler movie would have to be Wedding Singer.
That's a
Oh,
good
I
one.
Yes.
love that one, dude.
That doesn't
Love-
make you weird. That's a good
No,
one.
that doesn't make you weird at all. Mine
It's
would have
got-
to be Big Daddy, which a lot of people don't expect.
That's weird.
Okay.
Bob's
Big
Fat
Daddy's
Stacks. A weird
Stacks.
choice.
Yeah, Big Daddy's a weird choice.
Yeah, you're a
What
weird
do you-
guy.
You don't know Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, exactly. Who does
That's
not
talking
know
about
Smokey?
Rod
Rod
does.
does
I'm
not.
just-
How the
I've
hell do you
never heard
not
of
know
it.
Smokey? Oh my god!
I bet if you saw the cover or the poster or whatever, you'd be like, "Oh yeah."
If you saw the
Well, maybe
trailer,
that's what I
you'd
was
probably
saying. Maybe
recognize
the,
it.
the title doesn't ring a
Right.
bell.
If you saw
I'm
the
being
trailer,
honest.
you'd be like, "Oh, okay."
I'm
There's-
writing movies
there's the
down
car.
right here. See?
There we go.
I
Firebird.
mean, yeah, Smokey and the
Gotta-
Bandit. That
gotta
was like
catch
the
up on my movies, Smokey.
that movie made the Trans Am.
It did.
True.
Yeah. Everybody had to have that car.
It
after
put
that.
Pontiac on the map for 20, 30 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Facts.
It's, I mean, that's just some movie that's like, it's, yeah, you don't say that it's great cinema because it's not.
There's a
But-
guy I work with that's obsessed with that car just because
It's
of
a
that
great
movie.
movie.
so,
It's
yeah.
not great.
Watch, it's so rewatchable
Yeah.
over and over and over again.
So
For
great.
It's
sure.
like, I mean, there's like 5 movies that if they're on TV, I will stop what I'm doing to watch them, even though I own them and
Yeah.
don't have to watch commercials. I'll find myself watching them with commercials just because I
Why
get
do we
them.
do that? I
It's
do
like-
that.
One of them's got to be Die Hard.
I found myself
No,
taking
no. I've already said some of them here. It was Rocky, Heartbreak Ridge,
Rocky.
Smokey and the Bandit, V for Vendetta.
Ooh, yeah.
And,
wow.
I mean, I love V for Vendetta. I think it's just absolutely amazing.
First movie I saw on IMAX.
And you know, maybe Rocky 2.
Yeah.
Rocky 2 all the way. Yeah, Rocky.
Not
2.
Rocky 4, really?
Rocky.
Yeah, no.
Rocky.
No, and not Halloween 3, season 3 of The Witch or whatever the hell it is. No.
But one of those I
Man, I can't believe Die Hard's on that though.
It actually
Die Hard,
was.
every time that's
don't
on
get me wrong.
TV, I gotta watch.
I have a special place for Die Hard, and almost any. I will watch almost any Bruce Willis action flick, even though they're all the same. I will still. I mean, it's like
Similar.
two things are reliable in life: AC/DC songs and Bruce Willis action films.
It's true.
I mean,
Fair.
but I know what I'm going to get. So
Yeah.
I'm happy. So when I sit down and watch it, I don't care what the name of it is. Oh, it's Bruce Willis. Okay, he's a cop or a former cop or this, and a family member's in trouble or something. Let's go.
He's in over his head.
did
He's
you
down and
guys
out, but he's not giving up.
Did you
Right.
guys see, speaking of action movies, I saw a trailer. I don't remember what it's called. Jason Statham's doing another action movie.
the
Oh,
working man. is
Can't
what
imagine.
The working
Yeah,
man.
yeah, I seen that.
It's hilarious
You-
how every one of
seen
his
it.
movies has become this whole
know
like
what
he's got a
makes
whole
me
genre
laugh,
to
though?
himself now.
I didn't watch the whole movie, Hobbs and Shaw, where it's
Yeah.
The Rock, and you see
God.
Jason Statham, and you see their morning routines. It's the funniest thing ever.
So I had to watch that movie because me and JoJo were gonna do a breakdown of the Fast and Furious saga.
Oh God!
But like I hadn't seen it. That was
Kick
the only
him out.
one of the
Kick out
Fast movies.
Cardio
I hadn't-
right now. He
Oh,
just mentioned
oh
Fast and
man,
Furious.
This is your
Come
show,
on.
Rod. You're the one.
Damn,
who's-
Rod.
I won't
No,
do that.
I mean, come on, just being open-minded, Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't mind Fast and the Furious.
Hobbs
but I
and
understand
Shaw
what
was
it is.
probably the worst out of the Fast saga. I'm not.
I don't think
gonna
I've
lie.
seen that one yet.
Like,
Tokyo
but the part
Drift.
you're talking about,
What's your
though,
favorite?
Will, the part you're talking about was actually kind of funny and interesting, but the rest of the film was just.
What's your favorite
Garbage.
one? I've only seen like 3 of them. I
I'm
love Tokyo
biased.
Drift.
I was working at a movie theater when the original came out, so
Tokyo Drift's my favorite.
Yeah, I got to see.
bold
I was
choice.
there for
that one is actually better than I thought. I refused
Yeah.
to see that for like 10 years.
I agree. Same
So
here.
I saw Too Fast, Too Furious, hated it because I
That's
hate
the worst one. Too Fast, Too
Tyrese.
Furious
I
is
hate
trash.
Tyrese.
That movie's trash.
Rob,
I
Don't
hate
watch
that.
Tyrese. So yeah,
Rob, do you have a favorite
not that bad.
superhero movie?
Well, there's comic book movies and then there's superhero movies, right?
Right.
So
True.
I mean, so as far as
Clearly,
like
he just said V for Vendetta ranks really.
Yeah,
V
I
for
did.
Vendetta
really
is
high.
one of my favorite that
So,
it's
from a
amazing.
comic book movie standpoint, right up there with The Crow, right?
Yeah.
Those two movies I can watch them over and over again. Probably give the edge to V for Vendetta a little bit. If you talk about straight true superhero, that's tougher because I don't. There's probably the only one that I sit down and I will, if I'm going from pure rewatchability, the original Guardians movie is probably one of the most rewatchable superhero type movies. But otherwise, I'd have to give, if I want to talk about the best and most memorable and everything in my mind, highest ranked, I got to go to the original Superman movie because nothing it let you know that you could do this.
Yeah.
You could make a serious action superhero movie. You could do it well, and that movie stands up today to what's going on. So
there it is. Facts. It's the only superhero movie on my list of my top 50. So it's
depending on what your ranking system is, I can totally get that. I mean, whether you're talking about just rewatchability or because there's movies I'll rewatch over and over and over again, but I'm not living in an imaginary world where I think it makes it a great movie. It's by any stretch of the imagination.
Totally am.
I mean,
I live in an
most of the
imaginary
View
world.
universe I'll rewatch over and over again. None of them are great movies, but I have a lot of fun watching them.
I had Chasing Amy on my list.
Chasing, it's interesting. So for me, it's Clerks too, but probably for different reasons.
I just rewatched Dogma recently.
Love Dogma.
Dogma is so good.
So
I was going to say all 3 of those would be in my
The
top
Dark
50.
Brother.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
Rod, I gotta
Oh,
bounce.
I'm gonna
I'm
be
gonna
up there.
I'm gonna
What is
check in
Perry
with this
talking
family.
about here?
Back probably.
See
See
you,
you,
Have a
John.
good
All
night,
right,
gentlemen.
John.
See you in 2 weeks, John.
Yes,
Yeah,
later.
another great one. Another great one I like that I don't think gets enough attention is Devil's Advocate.
Ooh, that's great.
Right.
That's the
Underrated.
one with
Pacino.
Al Pacino and
It's the
Keanu Reeves.
Devil.
Yeah,
Excellent movie.
He's a little. I mean, he's Al Pacino, but it's great. It is great though. I think
he's Al
it's
Pacino
underrated. I
and he's
really
a
do.
devil.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
come on.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
Jack Black. I thought that was pretty cool.
I was gonna sit down and watch that the other night, maybe a week or so ago, and my wife was like, "What are you watching? What's that?" And I was like, started to explain to her. She's like, "You're not watching that here." I was like, "All right, turn it."
Damn. Was that Charlie or Charlize Theron in that
Yeah.
too? Okay.
Yeah.
She is gorgeous.
Yeah, she was pretty good in that.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go wrong with Al Pacino.
No, you really can't.
Carlito's
Yeah,
Way.
I like
There
that.
you go.
You know what's a very
I mean,
underrated
Carlito's Way,
Al-
yeah.
You know what I always forget is Al Pacino was in Ocean's 13. He was the
A
main
lot
bad
of people remember.
Was
The
it?
only Ocean's movie that matters is the
Did I see
original with Frank
Ocean's
Sinatra,
13?
Dean Martin,
I was gonna
Sammy
say
Davis Jr. Come on,
I remember Andy Garcia. That must have been Ocean's 12.
That was
the OG,
12.
the OG
Okay.
Rat Pack's where it's at when it comes to those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that Mr. Booze movie with the OG Rat Pack?
Yeah, Benny Blanco from the Bronx.
Benny
What is
Blanco.
John Leguizamo.
You guys remember the movie The Pest?
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Did anybody watch Robin
Oh, I
and the
haven't heard of that
Seven
one.
Hoods with the original Rat Pack?
Yes,
I heard that's a
in
classic.
fact I was gonna
that's
look that up
what
a minute ago, and I was trying to think of the name.
is that the one that's got Bing Crosby in it too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bing? Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know
you
what
get
movie-
you get Bing along with Frank and
Damn.
Sam. I mean, it's just
Is Dino in that too? Or
yes.
Yeah, I
It's
think
just,
all
like,
of
oh my god. Hey,
because it's Robin and the Seven Hoods.
yeah.
I remember
what
they
about
were
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves? Kevin
No.
Costner. Alan
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
Classic.
Brooks.
What about Robin Hood Men in Tights? That was hilarious.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's probably actually one of the weaker efforts in the bat. Come on, you got to go back to you got to do those things, and you're gonna you got to bring
Or
in
as-
things like either the Blazing Saddles
Blazing
or History of the World, or you go true cinema, something a little deeper that requires more thinking, like High Anxiety.
You know what,
that.
Rob? I want to say,
Absolutely love
speaking of Mel Brooks, I love the clip on Only Slabs. You have great helmet. Knock next time. Knock.
Shoot. Nobody ever mentions one of my favorite also Mel Brooks. Silent movie.
What?
Yeah,
Silent movie.
Oh yeah, the one
Love
where you showed me where. Yeah.
Didn't even go. Yeah.
What? I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, it's hilarious.
So many
It's
little
stupid.
cameos from all the
So
old
stupid.
stars. Bruce Reynolds or Burt Reynolds is in it. That's
Nice.
well, you
hilarious.
guys are doing gangster movies at one point. I'm sure you guys rattled off Goodfellas already, right? When you were doing all your gangster
I'm the one that
movies.
said Goodfellas.
I would hope so. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, if we just did gangster movies, that would definitely be in my top 20, but it's not my top 50 of all time.
Yeah, well, I can get. I mean, when you start making lists of movies like that, and you got to try to narrow it down can be really a pain, especially if you start going to different cross genres. You really got to limit yourself when you start going to genres. It's like let's show you if you start going. Okay, if I'm doing 50 movies, I'm going to say okay. How many am I going to allow in to be comedy? How many am I going to allow in to be serious?
That's
action?
what I've been doing.
How many are going to be drama? Do I want to try to make it even, or am I going to
And
go?
plus,
with what
like, I
like?
got John and Matt, so I'm like trying to be like, okay, I know these guys are going to pick this. I don't want to pick that in my top 50 and be like a double. So,
Kevin, my dad would agree with you when you said best Star Wars movie. Empire loves Empire.
Yeah.
One of the best Star Wars movies. I think most people do agree with that.
I'd probably agree with
Star
that.
Wars: A New Hope was fantastic for what it was, but then Empire just has a stronger story better.
It has a different emotional pull and stuff.
Yeah.
For sure. Especially with its cliffhanger that it leaves you on. Whereas,
Right.
The original New Hope was written in such a way that when it was presented, they had no concept of would they ever be able to get the chance to come back and do other movies. So they had to take a piece of the story that would stand alone on its own and make it work. And then later on say, okay, now we know we can do the additional movies. Now we can leave you on that cliffhanger. And so you got that 1-2 punch of being left on a cliffhanger of delivering that information about Darth Vader being, Luke's father, combined with, Han being taken away and stuff. It's like you're just like, what's going on? It's like
leave it on such a downer too.
Yeah, but you're like, oh, I need to know what happens. I gotta know, and that's what makes it super impactful. It's a very similar thing with like if you want to talk about like you go to Star Trek 2 is arguably one of the best too, because you have the same thing. You have that emotional death at the end of it, and you're like, what happened? What it's just that really hits you, and it's emotionally it can leaves that touches you differently.
And ironically, the one after that's probably one of the worst.
Well, no, because then you have the one after that.
And the one after that.
Exactly.
3, 4, and 5. They're just what happened?
And 6 won't much better.
Did you guys see they're re-releasing Revenge of the Sith on their 20th anniversary? And
that's fine. I went and saw.
That's probably the best of the prequels or whatever.
I went and saw Phantom Menace in the theaters when they redid it for its anniversary, and I took my son because he had never had a chance to see it in the theater, and I enjoyed the hell out of it again. Of course, I was one of the few people who really enjoyed the Phantom Menace, even as when I was younger, as an old school Star Wars guy. I still enjoyed it because even though there's elements I don't like, Jar Jar. Overwhelmingly going into that movie, I was considered myself a true Star Wars nerd and already knew those backstories of what was supposed to happen with the battle on Mustafar and all those types of things, because I had read the Star Wars encyclopedias and all these different things. So I knew we were going where we had to get to. I knew we were starting with Anakin as a 6-year-old boy. So I was expecting zero action. I was thinking, man, this is going to be a boring ass movie because this is going to be all storytelling and no action. And so the amount of action and stuff that we got out of it, I was really surprised there was that much more stuff going on. So I was happy with it.
Do you think they killed Maul too early?
Yeah, I do.
So
I think so.
I don't know. If you look at the way because they ended up bringing him back,
for the
it's right because they brought him back. It's easy to say yes, but at the end of the day, I don't. If you didn't have that stuff there and you were really just looking at just the movies, I don't think it matters whether Maul makes it to the second movie or not. The fact that we're moving on to several years now ahead, we time jump.
Yeah,
and we're going to
brought back in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the problem that Star Wars has, to be honest. Look, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but Star Wars makes you do homework. They don't tell the whole story in the movies, and you have to go or they deliver all these things via later on, filling in the gaps, which have allowed people to have a much better view of the original trilogy because of Clone Wars, because of some of these different things that they've added, the stuff with even some of these little things on Disney where they've done these little short clips about the Jedi tales or something, and you're like you find out about Dooku and Qui-Gon Jinn and their relation, how Qui-Gon was questioning the Jedi and some of these different things. You go, okay, when you put them all together as a whole, it's amazing story, but they deliver it to you fragmented and require you to go do homework to fill in all these blanks to get it. Or even when they released, 7, 8, 9, when they released 7, you had to go, you just jumped right into that movie, and it's like, what's going on? Last I saw Princess Leia, she was ahead of the New Republic, I thought, or was going to be, and they had won. Why is there this First Order? Why is she not part of the New Republic? Why is she her own rebellion again? Why, you don't know.
Mhm.
They don't explain it. You have to go back and you have to go read books and stuff to fill in these blanks of in between to realize that, somebody played political games and revealed that Darth Vader was her father, and so she got ostracized out, and the new, that's all the stuff about stripping the military away that she didn't trust, which allowed for the rise of the New Order and all these different things.
What
We're
I
now
never saw
getting
was
pieces of that. Hold on, sorry. We're getting pieces of that now with the Mandoverse, but where we see them doing that demilitarization, and we see these imperial remnants and stuff. But this is, again, we're having to go back and rely on people to fill in these blanks and tell the story that you didn't know when you went in to watch this movie. My parents don't do homework. They watch the movie. They're like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Is Solo good? I never saw Solo.
It's okay.
It's it's a train heist movie. That's what you should think of it as, not as a Star Wars movie necessarily. It just happens to be a train heist within the Star Wars universe.
Okay, because I liked Rogue One. I thought Rogue One was so fun.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
Best Disney Star Wars movie ever.
So here's my hot take on Rogue One. Rogue One is a crawl movie, right? The entire movie is based on a crawl, and which was fine. It's fine to go back and do this stuff, but I argue that if you remove the last 10 minutes of Rogue One, that most people's opinion of the movie goes vastly downhill. The stuff that they added after they shot the movie, that they said, oh crap, let's do this one last thing, where they bring in this whole thing with Darth Vader doing the attack on the ship, and then dropping into the blockade runner and taking off, where we essentially then pick up right into A New Hope. That little shit, the Darth Vader, that's when everybody loses their mind. I mean, the rest of the movie's okay, but Darth Vader coming in there and being the Darth Vader that we've all believed he was supposed to be, this amazing, crazy badass. That was the shit that got me straight to midnight.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that without that, it's okay.
Exactly. I agree. You needed that part.
And that was the last
so
minute
much
decision.
Star Wars stuff, though.
Was it really?
It just never ends.
This is true.
I've lost track. I'm like, I don't even know what should I watch, because if I start watching this another new character, and I just lose track. And I love Star Wars.
It's a lot, and that's why I said it's the worst thing that they've done. Is they've, it's an example of what Marvel's having problems with the Marvel universe in movies. When you build a connected universe, it's very cool at first. People get excited. They want to go. They get vested in this storyline and will go. The problem is over time, your audience atrophies. And as you have this expanding lore and expanding universe of story, it's harder for people to get in, to know, where do I jump in, right? Exactly. It's just like some people talk about Action Comics, 1200 or whatever the heck it is. Where do I jump into a story? How do I know where to jump into this? Forget it. Never mind. I'll just move on, right? It's why comic books keep rebooting with new number ones all the time. Yeah. Here's a new jumping on spot, right? With Star Wars, I get it. For somebody who's new that wants to get into Star Wars, it's like, obviously I say you start with the original trilogy, because that existed before you had any of this connected universe. But once you get from there, it's like, wow, if you really wanted to watch it and get all the stuff, it's like, okay, go watch Phantom Menace, then go watch the Clone Wars movie, then watch the Clone Wars animated series and Bad Batch and Rebels, while you're watching episode 3, and then, or watch 3, then watch Rebels, and then watch what we just talked about, the freaking Rogue One, and then go watch and watch Andor in there, and watch. If you're trying to watch it all in the chronological thing, it would blow your mind.
Get that right.
But hey, I've got 50 fucking years of dedication to this freaking nerddom that although I don't have it all anymore, it's like I don't read all the books and do all the stuff anymore. And some of the stuff comes from video games too. So I haven't played all the video games. There's certain elements of it that I have to ask my son about. And my son knows those things because he's more plugged into the newer books and stuff. Whereas, I rely more now on, TV and movies and not the comics. That's about it. And there's stuff that comes in from the comics too, that go back and explain some of these things. And it's just, it's crazy. So I don't blame people who go, it's too much, I don't like it. And it's a fair criticism.
Yeah.
It's Star Trek is the other one. Like I said, it just part 2 was good, and everything else is all.
Yeah, Star Trek is a weirder one in that, they've done so many different elements that don't. Well, they have a timeline. There's different elements that aren't necessarily. They have whole series of movies that are a different timeline, and then you have. I don't think it's quite as crazy. They don't. There are things sometimes that are callbacks, but they don't have as many. They don't have this overarching story like Star Wars does. Star Wars has an overarching story that all these different things build off and tie into that as you move along. Whereas Star Wars or Star Trek even is all very episodic, even when they have arcs that are, like Deep Space Nine for a while had a multi-season arc and stuff, everything else. It's still it's confined to its bit, and it does fit into the overall universe when they start talking, but it doesn't seem to be as pivotal necessarily that about the details of Deep Space Nine in order to enjoy Voyager or to enjoy Discovery or any of these other shows necessarily.
Yes, that's too much space stuff for me.
Sci-fi was my that was the thing, right? It's like we got it where the space race had been on. We locked on the moon, and so it became like, as a kid, that was the thing. Space was, for me growing up as a kid, it was either space or Evel Knievel jumping this or jumping that, right? And motorcycles, and like, let's go out on our BMX bikes and go jump everything. But I mean, the whole thing was space. Star Wars, Star Trek, it didn't matter. I mean, I remember picking up science, space magazines like Omni magazine and stuff, and Odyssey for kids, and following every single space shuttle launch and all those things. That was just like, it was like so fascinating, mind-boggling as a kid thinking about space.
Yeah.
I guess, Kev, you agree with him.
I went to Huntsville Space Camp in Alabama when I was 6th, 7th grade. That was awesome. I got to see the Space Shuttle Enterprise, the one that never actually went in space that they used for testing. They had it over there doing testing stuff on it. We got to see it from like 100 yards away. It was sitting out there, some flight line or something. That's as close as they would let the public to it at the time.
Speaking about space, how about Armageddon? That wasn't a bad movie. That was pretty good.
It was definitely better than Deep Impact.
For sure.
We had those 2 asteroid movies, but that movie was great. I mean, it was great fun. I should say that. Let me rephrase when I say the word great. Otherwise, people will attack me. Go, Rob, what are you talking about? The movie was schlock. Yes, but it had a great soundtrack. Liv Tyler looked amazing, and you know, and that that gut feel of the dad doing it for his kid and putting up. Oh man, God, loved it. It was Roughnecks. I'm good. Roughnecks going out to say absolutely unrealistic as all get out. You know, but what the hell? Let's do this. Let's just let some Roughnecks go save the planet. Yeah.
I will say though, Morgan Freeman was a better president in Deep Impact than the president they had in Armageddon. That's all I'm
sure. I'll buy that.
Yeah,
Other than that, though, you are correct.
Rob? I was stuck at work. I would have been watching if I wasn't freaking stuck at work. How was the show today?
Absolutely amazing. Neville is a brilliant. You know, he's a great collector. He's got so many incredible books, but he brought out a lot of books that you've seen before, but you haven't seen before. In that he brought a fair number of various international book versions of like X-Men 1 and Spider-Man 1 and all these different things. So Avengers 1, these different international variants. So it was great to be able to see, you know, stuff that you've seen, you know, talking about some of the, what's different about the covers or what they do that's different, or some of them where they've taken interior pages and made that the cover, stuff like that. Very cool.
I'm excited for next week, Bruce.
Yep.
I know Bruce has good stuff.
Yep. Yeah, we got great series of guests lined up. I'm lined up right now. I'm stacked up in the queue right now till the first week of May. So
okay, I'll see you in 2026, Rob.
No worries. Yeah, now I just got. I'll wait another couple of weeks and I'll start stacking up the rest of May. So that way I can base it. I'll try to probably by sometime in April. I'll probably book out all the way till the Heroes Con. That way I won't have to think about it for a bit.
Yeah.
I got them fading. I'm about to fall out. So I'm
good night, Kevin.
Before I do
man.
Good night, Kevin. Talk to you tomorrow.
Rob,
good to see you.
Yeah. Good night, Perry. Anybody else in chat?
Wait, Perry's still here?
I don't know if he's. Who the hell knows?
That was 20 minutes ago, probably.
Perry ain't here no more.
It's been 20 minutes since he said anything.
Good night, Kev.
Oh, there he goes. There you go. Yeah.
Night, Perry.
Perry's that kid in class. Like, what? I'm here. 12.
I'm here.
12, exactly.
I don't know why this movie just came to my head, but Throw Mama Off the Train, that movie was garbage.
Oh, God, dude.
I don't know why it just popped in my head. Throw Mama Off the Train.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I do remember that one. That was I was confusing it for a second with Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Yeah, that one too. That was bad too.
Perry's rolling joints.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Hey, why don't Perry join your live, Rod? He ain't that cool anymore.
I told him I dropped the link. He could jump on.
He's too cool for you, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
No, he's family.
Did you say it's medical? What?
No.
Yeah.
In some states, you still have to differentiate that.
Oh, you're talking about the rolling thing. I thought you meant why you weren't joining. It was like, oh,
yeah.
What's going on, dude? You all right?
Yeah.
So some states you have to say it's medical.
Gotcha.
No longer live in one of those states.
Is that pretty much most states? They don't really care anymore.
I think a lot of states have. Well, no, it really depends. I think a lot of states have decriminalized or have accepted like medical. Some states, obviously, like California and Colorado and stuff, where it's completely legally within, for personal use. But then there's still some states that are no. There's some red states that are very no.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm actually gonna go fade too because it's like
what?
45 years.
What?
Damn.
I know, I'm a party pooper.
Just because it's 1:30 in the morning for you?
Just because it. Oh, is it really?
I'll
wait, you're on the East Coast?
Yeah, I'll
I
last
didn't
till
know.
2 a.m.
Oh, I did know that actually.
At least hang out till at least 2, man.
Yeah, I'll hang out till 2.
All right.
Till 2. Till the bars close. You know.
Spell my name right, Perry. It's not blogs. Spell it right.
Yeah, come on, Perry.
Perry, just jump
What do you
on.
mean?
You're feeling nice. Just jump on and.
By
you
the way,
can't even
Perry, I
spell
got that
medical
hoodie
right
like
here.
6 months later. It was pretty nice.
There
You know who
go.
I haven't heard
Blogs.
from in like 2 weeks, but thank God I heard from him recently is
You heard from him in 2 weeks, but
White
thank God you
Gloves.
heard from him recently.
White
Oh,
Gloves.
yeah.
He was just on last. He was just on doing his giveaway just the other
Yeah,
day.
he's on all the time. What are you talking about?
No, I don't think G-Man did it. That was last week. Yeah, because G-Man I don't think did his show this week. But
No, he didn't do anything, did he? Oh man!
But I wouldn't know. I wasn't around most of the day today.
Did Hoot not have Parliament tonight?
He did not because I had talked to him as a courtesy since I was moving my show into his slot.
Wait, why is Jiggs not live tonight? Oh,
I don't know.
I had told Hoot that I was adjusting my
I thought
show.
he
So I'm
does.
not.
Oh, maybe not.
When I told Hoot, I went to him and said, "Hey, look, as a courtesy, I'm telling you because I respect you. I'm moving my show to your slot. I'm not asking permission. I'm just because you don't own the fucking slot. I said I'm just telling you that I'm doing this." And he goes, "That's cool." I said, "Obviously, you're more welcome to program against me. You're more than welcome to move your show earlier." Whatever. He says, "No, I'm going to take a week off." Well, he said, "I'm going to take a week off." I'm like, "All right, cool."
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Oh, God, there he is.
There he is.
Mr. Medical Perry. Perry MD. What's going on?
How's it going? Are we talking about movies?
What's up, Stinker?
We were talking about movies.
Oh.
That's why
Has
I'm
anyone
here,
seen
man.
Rope?
What?
Rope? Hitchcock?
Rope? Oh.
No.
Nope. I don't think I have. Nope. Haven't seen Rope.
Have you seen Perry? Oh wait, he's right there.
Perry,
why don't you
love
show
how
your
you
face?
pictured John.
What do you mean?
Show your face, Perry. Come on, man.
All right, let me get some clothes.
You're on
on.
Rod's channel, you know.
Let me get some clothes on.
You don't need to put any clothes on.
What
Just
the
show
heck? Oh.
shoulder up. You know, nobody cares.
What do you mean? I don't even have any lights on, dude. Give me a second.
Oh, you need some lights. Yeah, might help a little bit.
Hitchcock's Rope, 1948, is a queer classic, starring
Queer
Never heard of
classic?
This is the description I'm reading. It says it's a queer classic.
I've never
It
seen
says
this. I don't think.
I don't think they mean queer as in what
Queer.
we're thinking of it as. I think they're thinking queer as in just that it's odd. I think is what they're trying
Oh,
to.
okay.
We got to remember that words
Different
have
time
different
frame.
meaning.
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
different. It's a psychological crime thriller from based on the 1929 play
Hey,
of
it's
the same
Perry.
title.
The Rope.
John
the Rope,
Ish.
huh?
It's really good. So I did a reaction to it like 3 years ago.
Have you seen the birds, Perry? Have you seen the birds?
I have seen birds.
Oh, dude, the birds.
So Rope takes place with one camera in one room.
What?
It's really good.
It's just like 12 Angry Men. That's awesome.
Perry, I've never seen this movie.
I'm
but
gonna have
you
to see that. The Rope.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it too. Yeah.
Ask
Oh,
John.
it's just
He'll tell
called,
you
it's not the Rope.
Just
It's
Rope.
This is Rope.
Perry, have you
Okay.
seen Clockwork
Dude, the birds
Orange?
freaked me out when I
Yes,
saw
I have.
It. It's crazy.
You've seen
Yes, the
Clockwork.
birds did freak me out.
I have.
We
one.
go to we used to go quite frequently to Bodega Bay for our anniversary, and Bodega Bay right next to it there's a restaurant down the street, which is where they filmed some of the stuff for the birds and the pier. So they got all these shots. They got the wall as you walk down the pier and stuff of the restaurant is all just like photos from the shooting of the birds there.
Crazy.
That's cool.
That is cool though.
I was always more of a fan of the Vertigo.
Oh, that's one I still want to watch. Vertigo. I haven't seen Vertigo yet.
Yeah, that's where you get if you watch it, and then like if you've ever seen the movie High Anxiety, which was the Mel Brooks movie, it doesn't play as well unless you've seen Vertigo first, because it takes a lot. I mean, well, it pans multiple Hitchcock movies. It really, really pulls a lot from Vertigo.
I've heard North by Northwest is a great movie.
I've heard the same. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen The Man Who Knew Too Much?
Yes, and I've enjoyed greatly The Man Who Knew Too Little. That's actually a movie. It's actually a movie. It was a who is Dan Aykroyd? No, Bill Murray. Bill Murray played it. The Man Who Knew Too Little.
Bill Murray. Okay.
This guy who basically goes into a phone booth and gets sucked into a spy ring. Gets mistaken for a spy. It's just like, but thinks he's just playing along with like his wife or something on something. Yeah, it's just silly stuff.
Perry, have you seen Die Hard yet?
No, not yet, dude.
Oh my god.
What's happening?
Are you serious?
This summer we're
God.
Die Hard reactions.
And Die Hard 2, right? Die Hard 2. Die Hard and Die Hard 2.
Yeah, someone sent me the box set.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna watch them all.
No, you're not. Rod,
Gotta do it, Perry.
I will. I'll do it this year.
Perry, I'm a little disappointed you weren't on the end of Mad Spidey because your illegitimate father was on.
Yeah, I think Tony jumped on.
Oh, Tony.
Yeah, I was going to. I had it tabbed up, and then when I came back, it was already over.
It's still a running joke, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Still going.
That's great.
Tony loved you, Perry. You know that.
I know.
But Tony's my father, though. That means me and Perry are brothers.
Your father's Wycliffe.
Before Tony was my illegitimate father, it was Bueller, actually.
Oh, shit.
That's true. Bueller was your father.
Your mom just got around.
Damn.
She is Colombian. You know, she is from Colombia.
Perry,
could have been any number of people.
I need to give Perry his praise. Perry, when I woke up to see you were still doing Jiggs' live, I died laughing because when I rewound it, I just see Jiggs snoring. I'm like, oh my god,
what?
Yeah, once it was just him with the chair, I was like, no, I gotta jump on,
dude. Carlito, he was like this. He was like drinking. He was like,
wait, he's talking shit about me and he passes out. What the fuck?
Yeah,
he pulled a Carlito.
No, as a random event. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, he was passed out. And then I wake up at like 11 in the morning and Perry's like with DLC and a bunch of others. Just
was this like Thursday or Friday or something?
What was it?
It was Thursday.
It was Friday. Dude, hear this though. Because it went like 12 plus hours. And then I think they had to restart it. But hear this.
Oh my God.
So Carlito, this is the best part. They were like over under betting, like how much you want to bet Jiggs like wanders into the room with his underwear on and say, what the hell, this stream is still going on?
Because he just got up and walked away.
Oh, did
he? He never came back, did he?
Yeah, he came back around 1 o'clock.
What did he say?
I don't know. He said something and then he just ended it.
He
hasn't been seen since.
Oh shit.
Jiggs is a mess.
Oh god.
Now,
I'm kind of curious now though. He was talking shit. I want to know which episode that was. I'm gonna go back and watch it.
He was talking shit about me.
Oh.
Was he?
You said he was talking shit about me.
Well, he does that to a lot of us.
Oh, okay. So just typical. All right.
Typical Jiggs.
Typical Jiggs.
He only likes Perry.
That's true. Perry's his fucking godson, so you know. He's got to hype him up.
Oh my god.
Got to promote
Perry,
him.
how's my guy TK? I haven't heard from him.
Yeah, what's TK up to these days?
Yeah, no, he was sick for like 2 weeks, and then he's been doing overtime this week. So he has.
Is he love sick or what?
I don't know. I think he had the flu.
What does he even do?
He works in New York.
New
What-
York. He works in New York.
In New York.
Was,
New York.
New York.
He takes the
what
train.
was the joke we used to play with TK where you're like, oh, look who it is, blah, blah, blah. Like, we always made a joke on Jiggs. I forgot, like, God, I can't remember when he, like, walks home. God, I can't remember. I'm so tired, I can't remember.
So tired.
What you got to do, Rod, for great YouTube is when Voggs does things like that, you need to make him big.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you just make him the only person on the screen when he's sitting there just stumbling and mumbling like that. You just go make him big. We all go backstage and leave.
No, get away. I'm good now.
It makes for great YouTube.
No, it doesn't. I'm done. I'm Perry now.
What do you mean? I'm not Perry. I'm Johnish.
Oh yeah, you're John-ish. You're John-ish.
John.
I love it. I'm John-ish.
Oh,
Is Travis still awake? Is he still around or
Who?
he's sleeping?
Yeah, I'm here.
Ah, there he is.
I'm just
Who?
listening.
Tim.
I want to know what Travis's like favorite movies are. That'd be cool. Top five.
Yeah.
Top five, Travis. Give us a top five.
What's my
Top
letterbox
five.
top five?
That's rough. Put me on the spot.
Or do like, just pick a couple favorites. Don't have to be in order.
Carlito, what's going on with your camera? It's like out of focus.
I don't know. It's secret. Don't worry about it.
I'd have to put Mallrats up there. Mallrats is like it's a movie I can go back and rewatch all the time.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't say it's like a best movie, but like it's just a good fun movie to go back and rewatch.
I reference it.
Rewatchability is a key factor in like favorite movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just gonna say that.
I'd have to put the first Scream movie up there. I like the Scream movies.
It's a banger.
And I particularly like the first one.
Hell yeah.
At least the first 5 minutes of it. When Drew's
God, you know what sucks is I had to cut that from my list today. I had like 6 horror movies in my 31 to 20. So
Is
I
Nightmare
mentioned
Elm
it
Street up
earlier.
there?
I'm gonna mention it
I
again.
left
You guys
on
were-
there.
You
'Cause
guys
I
were
had
talking
to-
about like Adam Sandler and that. Like I'll have to put like The Wedding Singer.
Of course.
No, that's fair.
It's great.
Another nice Drew Barrymore film. I like where you're going with this.
All right. Just for E-Man.
Let's see. Think of an.
Oh, you put on your light. I put on my lights, Carlito. It's not that hard.
Is that better, Ian? Good.
I just had to.
E-Man is E-Man.
Hey, there he is.
It's hypercritical.
Or like,
I need to teach you how to do
E-Man,
cinematography.
I still need that clip.
I mean, look at Perry. He don't have no light on him. What the fuck?
I got a light. Look, I can turn it off.
E-Man, I still need that
See,
clip.
now I'm in the dark.
It's way better,
I'll do it
Perry.
for
Leave
you.
it like that.
I'll do it.
E-Man, can you still send me the clip where you're like, oh,
I'll record one specifically for you with the lights and everything.
yes.
Yeah, I'll make sure. Well, let me turn down my light.
I like my
I
dim
like when he
light. Damn
does
it.
the George. He does it better than George Takei.
Oh my! Ooh, that's too dark.
Oh yeah.
It's too dark. We'll bring it
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Record it and send it to me so I can upload it and put it as one of my
You
clips.
guys with your dim mood lighting. I tell you what.
There was one episode where everybody had all their lights off.
Cheery, and we're all fucking.
You know what this
dark
is?
and
This is called one of us looks good and the rest of y'all gotta hide
that's a
your
lot
shit.
better.
It's true. Rod looks amazing. Oh,
Rob
wait.
just
Oh,
wants
I
to
thought you
show
were
off
talking
his
about- okay.
mustache. That's why.
Don't be jealous there, my
I'm, not,
man.
I'm totally jealous.
I know
100%.
you are.
I am.
Wait, what happened to your hair, E-Man? Where's your hair?
It's still here. I just don't have
Oh, you
enough
just
light.
gotta
It's in
pull
a
back.
bun. It's in a bun.
E-Man, how's life?
I don't even know how
treating
those
you
words
as,
go together,
Jason
E-Man.
Momoa's
My hair is in a
stump double.
Boom.
How's that life going?
Bun. It's in a bun.
I
What's a
don't know.
bun? What's hair? Wait, I'm sorry. What was that, Vox?
Jason
I said,
Momoa's
how's life
double.
being Jason Momoa's stump double?
Oh, it's fantastic. You know, people come up to me constantly. Oh my goodness, your hair is
Oh,
like
yeah.
Jason Momoa's. I'm like, I know.
The nice thing is
Don't
Jason
look
Momoa
at
is starting to get
me.
more of your body type too.
Yeah, he is. He might be my stump double sooner than later. Shoot. I'm like, I got the tricks and trades for you there, Jason.
Listen here, Jason.
Listen here, Jack.
Oh yeah.
Every time he comes back to Iowa, he gets tasty tacos. That's all I'm gonna
do you
say.
remember that? It was you, me, CJ, and someone else. And it's like, listen here, bub. Listen here, Jack.
Like, yeah, like the old school way of like insulting
Calling
someone.
people.
Watch out here, bub.
He gonna be Lobo here soon.
Yeah, yeah. So shopping. Is it Shop who does the shop verse? I hit him up. I'm like, hey man, if just throwing it out there, if you need a Lobo model, you let me know.
Yes.
Go.
And he did it. He did it like that same day. I'm like, dude, I wasn't
Is
even
it
expecting
uploaded?
it. Yeah, it's already uploaded.
Dude,
Shop.
did you see he made Tate Geiger?
Yeah, I just saw it today too. I thought that was dope.
Tate
I'm still
didn't
pissed
know,
at
and
Shop.
we
He was
told-
supposed to do me as Thanos, and
Dude,
he chose
we
someone
t-
else. Fuck
Dude,
that
we
guy.
told Tate on Spidey's, and he's like, no way. And we showed him. He's like, oh my God, that's perfect.
We'll reach out to Shop Carlito. Be like, hey.
Nah, he already reached out after. He's like, yeah, I had you second, but then it's like, fuck
Hey,
you,
there's
dude.
I'm
there's
Batman,
different
so
iterations.
it's
There-
awesome.
there's different ways of doing
I
it.
could
Rob,
be
who
old
are
man
you in the
Thanos,
shop
like
first?
fucking damn, dude.
I have multiple
Let's go.
people in the shopverse.
Look at
I
Perry on
am.
the
King
character sheet.
Thanos.
I was one of the original Spider-Men. Then I was also Spider-Man 2099, and then I was also Adam Strange.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
Batman and
three
Shop.
shopverse.
I think that dude's from Iowa too, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh,
Shop? I
Bell
don't know.
Lizard. What's the good evening, good sir?
Good evening.
Welcome to Late Night with Rod. Hanging out, talking movies, comics, and
Can you take the rod?
Oh my.
E-Man, I'll just message you tomorrow to send me a clip. You don't have to
I
do
got
it
you.
tonight.
I got. And I'll
You
do it with the
stand up
microphone.
to the rod.
Are you good enough?
Is that
for
profile
the
picture a
rod?
knight's helmet on like blood or something?
Yes.
That looks like. Was it the Dark Knight? Not the Dark Knight, but the Black Knight from.
Oh,
Thou lay of flesh with me.
gotcha.
Always a new
Perry, you look a lot better with the low light.
You're talking Monty Python?
Well, we can see less of you.
Ah, damn it,
Oh.
Perry.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
the shadows.
Do you have a stream deck that controls your lights, Perry?
Yeah.
Of course he does.
Yeah, I have a stream deck, but I don't have it controlling my lights. Like, those lights are way too expensive.
You know
They
what I
got
have
the
control in my
Elgato
lights?
What was that?
You know what I have
Yeah,
control in my
Elgato.
lights?
Hold on, I'm gonna say it again. What's that? I just want to see who's gonna go first. Okay, I choose Rob. What did you say?
I said, you know what? I got control in my lights.
Ooh, what do you have controlling your lights?
Me.
Ooh. Dun,
That
dun, dun.
that and I guess technically Google, but
E-Man,
Oh,
we
you-
need
okay.
you as a guest on Paul's one night.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what? I would love to join Paul, but it's just he does his show like at 5, and I get off
know.
work at 5, and it's like I don't get
know,
home
I'm
until like
there you go.
it'd be
Shop.
fun. Oh, look
There
at
it
that.
is.
Oh, I like how it's like in card
Rob Street.
form.
I did that actually. I mocked it up. So originally I was looking at getting I took each one of the Shopverse ones. And I was gonna have some cards made up,
Mm.
and use them as part of some of my marketing stuff that I do with my channel. And I ended up not doing it because of cost and some copyright issues that came into play.
Oh,
Damn copyrights all the
damn
time.
Copyrights.
yeah.
Nice
Oh,
spell.
very
Nice.
cool. Rod, man, isn't it like tomorrow for you? Isn't it like
It
after
is.
midnight over there?
It's
It is.
140.
It's after
1:43.
midnight here too.
It's
Oh,
after
jeez.
midnight.
Are y'all West Coast except for me and Rod and Perry?
Well,
I'm
E-Man,
so just
E-Man
Rob
and I
and
are
I?
West. Yeah.
I'm East Coast.
Where are you at, Perry?
Tampa.
Oh, yeah.
Tampa. Yeah, Tampa.
Tampa.
I know the way you said
Tampa.
Tampa.
TM's an
I'm a
hour ahead of
Tampa.
you guys. So
Yeah, TM's like
Tampa.
already into like next week.
Oh, 2:43.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah,
it's Sunday
that's
already.
like almost
well, it's
3.
Sunday here too.
It is something.
But
TM.
TM is an insomniac.
They
He's
can't-
used to be-
and I
Yeah.
can still go
Yeah,
meet
he
up,
is.
go to the bar for a couple hours,
Yeah.
and we would be good.
So
I'll see a Devil's Canyon in like.
So, E-Man, do you plan to come to Heroes eventually? I want to meet this guy.
I won't be able to make it to Heroes. I'm going to Cancun this year, so my pennies were put there.
That sounds like a bunch of BS because I'm going on a cruise in April, and I'm going to Heroes.
You also sound like you make a lot more money than me. I had to rely on like points, Rob. Okay.
I was thinking
no. I think I just don't spend money as wisely.
Rob, where are you going?
You chose.
I chose. I don't pay. I don't have kids to support anymore.
Yeah,
so
that's the thing.
Rob,
I have
where
kids.
does the cruise go to?
This year's cruise is one that we actually had planned we were supposed to take it during the pandemic, and it got closed down. It's just out of San Francisco. It goes from San Francisco to Astoria to Seattle to Vancouver and back. So it's 7 days North Pacific. They only do it once a year. Is
it Carnival or a smaller?
No, it's Princess.
It's Princess, right? Yeah. Princess.
So what it is, it's like when they bring the ship. When they bring the ship over from it's done cruising in Australia, and so they reposition the ship back to the San Francisco Bay for a bit. But it's too early yet for them to do any Alaska cruises. So they have this 1 week where they do this cruise before they can start doing the Alaska cruises. So we've been wanting to do it. We're trying to hit all the ports, all the different cruises that are based out of San Francisco, since it's our home port, and we can get to it without having to fly to get onto a. And so we wanted to do this one, but it's taken us 4 years to make up the cruise, and finally Princess was telling us, if you don't do it this year, we're going to cancel all your credits. And we're okay. We'll go this year.
Poor Rob.
Hear this, the last cruise I went on, I think the port was in like Charleston, South Carolina, and went to like the Bahamas. It was phenomenal. It was like 4 years ago. But is it like, do you and the wife go to like the comedy shows and stuff?
We do also. Look, we're old, and so we do what old people do on cruises, which is why I go on Princess and not on like Carnival and stuff, because I don't need
kids.
You don't need
I don't need that, and I don't need water slides. I don't need go-karts hanging off the side of the ship. Any of that crazy shit. I go watch the shows. I go watch the musical acts. I go play bingo. I do some arts and crafts. I drink some wine. I drink some cocktails.
Fuck, you're old.
Our favorite thing is like, because we do on their ships we do club class. So after we can go eat dinner whenever we want. We don't have to be scheduled dinner. So we'll go eat our dinner, and then we'll go usually to they have a piano bar, and we'll go sit down in the lounge, and they'll have somebody on do crooner stuff or suggestions, play piano, sing, and we just kick back and have some cocktails and hang out for a while until we feel like going to bed or go walk the art show or something.
Last year my family we did that cruise out of shouldn't say that cruise, but we did a cruise out of Miami. We headed to the Bahamas also, and one of the Mimi and my one of our favorite things that we ended up doing on that cruise was the kids fell asleep. They're like, we're done, and we're like, you know what, Mimi and I still wanted to go out and hang out at night, so we did find the piano bar. And it was fun. Everyone was just writing down songs, and there was this guy from Australia playing all these piano songs, and it was cool because it ended up being like a karaoke night. Everyone was having a good time. Cocktails were coming in. That was like one of the coolest things that we did. We're like, man, we're old, but this is fun.
It's great to just kick back, and the old entertainment's the best. You're disconnected and just hang back and go, man, this is a great time, just hanging out, having a drink.
Good energy.
So that's what we love it, because it does force us to unplug. Even though the ships have internet, their internet sucks. So it really forces you to get time to unplug and just enjoy our time together. We typically don't. We've gone on a couple cruises with the kids and most of them without. We're just hitting every other year. So we hit it. I love cruises. It's the buffet of vacations.
It really is.
One spot. I go to bed. I wake up. I'm in a town. I see it. I go back to the hotel. The hotel moves.
Yeah.
And I wake up. I'm in another town. I get to sample this, and then I can later on decide if I ever want to go back to that town.
Yeah.
again and explore more deeply.
See, you mentioned Bahamas, Fox. What islands in the Bahamas did you go to? Do you
Nassau.
remember? Nassau? Okay. What else?
That's it.
That's
Just
it?
Nassau,
Okay.
really.
I hated Nassau.
It was too crowded.
No, for us it wasn't. It was just it was very touristy, but and not enough culture. It was definitely one of those, like, if you want to go and party it up in the Caribbean and go gambling and you know, kind of be a tourist, Nassau all day. But we like going to museums. We like knowing culture. We like going to, you know, trying different foods on the islands and stuff like that. And we were like, Nassau was kind of like, glad we did it. Never go again. And then we ended up going to Grand Turk. That's another island. And Grand Turk is interesting. It's flat. Like, the biggest thing they have is like this old salt mine, but they had this very small museum in there. And my family and I, we were in there for like 3 hours. And this is a small museum in the sense that it was like a 2-story old building, and it was maybe the same size as like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home.
That's cool.
But it had all this history on Columbus, what happened, you know, on those islands, you know, what was going on with the salt trade. And there was just a lot of really cool, interesting things on that island. But it only happened at that particular museum. The food, there's hardly any restaurants. So we're like, we couldn't really check out any food. But there was one hole in the wall that we found. And we're like, I wouldn't come back here specifically for this, but if we ever come back, we are only going to this restaurant because the food there was great, but you don't have like a lot of, you know, you don't have the variety.
So Rob, what's it called? Or Andy, man. My grandparents are in their 90s, but they go on river cruises, Viking in Europe, and they still love them.
Yeah, I've heard those are pretty good, but they're very different types of cruising.
Yeah, right? I heard they're not as fun. Oh,
well, they're different. They're very different, is all.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to say not fun. They're definitely smaller, more intimate.
Hi, doggy.
There's mittens right here.
Oh,
look at this pretty kitty.
Is my Chihuahua? Is my Chihuahua Papillon?
Yeah,
if you ever want a quick one that's based out of our area, E-Man, one you might like is we've done what's they call it the Southern California cruise, where it hits San Diego, Santa Barbara, San Diego, ends up in Ensenada, and stuff. And we obviously in San Diego we stopped. We went to Balboa Park, and you can hit up you get the like passes to like multiple museums. You pick like 3 of the museums that they have there, because Balboa Park's got like 10 or 12 different museums there. You pick a couple different ones. And then when we went in Ensenada, we did this one which was a tequila museum and tour. So it was a Jeep tour, took you out and you went through this tequila museum, talked about the whole craft and all this stuff. And then you went out to the
fields, right? To agave fields.
Do all this stuff. And then they did all these then you did the tequila testing, which I'll give them credit. They got this brilliant tasting. So the building that they're doing this is in town. So they bring it back to town where they're doing the tasting, and the towns you got to go up through a jewelry store to go up to it, right? Which means you have to exit
through the jewelry store. Yeah. After
you've done tequila tasting, and they're not doing like here's a little. They're doing like, okay, here's a 3/4 shots, but still, it's like here's there's like 6 different varieties, because there was like the añejo and all the blanco, and then there's like then there was like a peach tequila, and there was a coffee tequila, and which was, oh my god, amazing.
Really? You're a coffee guy though, so
right. But when I drink it, it was more of it's a dessert tequila. I still have some in my fridge here, but it's like you go, this served with a flan. Oh, just amazing, right?
Sounds exquisite. It sounds
decadent. So you go through this, you taste the 6, and then they'd sit there and go, okay, who's here? Who's celebrating a birthday? Oh, okay, you get an extra one. And who's here having an anniversary? Okay, you get an extra. All right, and everybody just tell us which one was your favorite. You get one more.
Who's getting hammered?
Everybody is. We haven't eaten anything. It's been, whatever. And then it's like, now that you're all drunk, all right, you guys, we'll see you guys later. And you guys exit through this jewelry shop.
Jeez.
Oh, Senor Ben, this is a nice jewelry. This is for your wife. Oh yes, five.
Don't you think she'd look beautiful in this?
He meant shut up and take my money.
Here's my credit card. I'm over here, sir. Yeah, here's my credit card.
It was great, but it was fun.
Yeah, that sounds great. Like I heard about that. I think they call it. It's weird because I think they call it like the California Riviera. I'm like, what the?
Rod,
so there's different ones. There's the Mexican Riviera one.
Yeah,
that's a different cruise. That's the one that goes to Cabo San Lucas and Mazatlan
and Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah, Puerto Vallarta.
And I think there's another one they might stop like in Acapulco too.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So I did that. That was the first cruise we ever did, and I remember thinking the first time I ever left the country, even right as I'm pulling, the ship is backing into Mexico essentially at Puerto Vallarta, and the first thing I see as I get up on deck is a fucking Walmart.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
And I'm just like, oh
wow.
I know what Walmart you're talking about because 2 years ago, we took a family vacation to Puerto Vallarta, and on the way to a beach, they're like, okay, jump on this bus, and it drops you off at Walmart, and then from there you have to go on to another bus that takes you to the specific beach, and we were like,
they had to drop you off at Walmart.
Yeah, they have like this big bus center.
It's a big Walmart too.
It's like a super Walmart. And they have this
it's
bus
a super
center.
duper Walmart.
It's like right by the airport too in Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah.
And we had to jump like on another bus, but like it was jump from like a regular bus to like one of those colectivos. So it's like basically just a van, and they just smash hella people in there. Wow. My kids were like, "Oh my god, it's so tight in here." We're like, "I know. Open a window, please." Oh god.
That was one of those ones where we didn't have the money, so like we were like my in-laws paid for us to go on the cruise, and so like we get there and like in Puerto Vallarta, we're like getting off. We just did the outdoor flea market that was right there at the cruise terminal, and like that was, and then drank at like this little, or had like lunch at this little restaurant that was right there. We never like went anywhere. Then when we were in Mazatlan, we went, the cheapest shore excursion was like shopping in the green zone. And I'm like, oh, what's it? So basically they set up an area where it was like they had extra security, and they had tour guides set up like on every corner that spoke English, and all the shops, most of the shops spoke English, and you could just go within this zone, green zone.
And they'll give you a deal because you go there.
Every 10 minutes, pickup trucks full of federales armed with F-16s driving down the streets and stuff. We ended up eating, that was where I ended up eating at a place called the Gringo Lingo, which was a restaurant owned by two American expats that and it was right across the street from the American consulate. And so, you know, what is a fucking dumbass white boy eat when he's in at the Gringo Lingo in Mexico?
Burger?
Okay, no, barbecue ribs.
Of course. I'm gonna go to Mexico and I'm gonna try some local
my
food.
Palate my palate wasn't as refined. My palate wasn't as refined and appreciative of other cuisines as it is now today.
Can you see Rob at the restaurant holding the menu and just be like, "I'll take an order of ribs."
Yeah, for real. No, not at just a regular, but like an international restaurant, right?
Yeah.
You're
well, okay, let's be
overseas.
honest. Hold on. It is called the Gringo Lingo. We're eating at a restaurant called the Gringo Lingo. Come on.
That's where you went wrong.
I'll take that order of ribs.
I don't know. They were good ribs.
When you go elsewhere,
wrong, they were good.
The best foods to eat are those food stalls, those food carts, and you risk getting some kind of bug because those are the best foods right there. You're like, there's no laws, it's complete lawlessness. But you might get yourself a good rib or two from those.
The best we've done this cruise, dude. Alaska, it is. If you've never been, you got to take that cruise sometime. Email.
This is my problem. I'm too tropical blooded to go to Alaska. It's too cold up there. For me,
You don't go in the winter.
It's still cold.
You know how you know how it is right now. Let me set it for you. You know the weather's been like here in the Bay Area right now this last week?
Yeah.
That's what it's like when you're up there in Alaska.
Okay. So still cold, Rob. Filipino, Rob. I need warmth. Cold. I need tropical weather. I need a tropical drink in my hand. That is a vacation to me.
Well, all right, fair enough. Whatever.
It's one of those things that it's just a childhood dream of mine. To a vacation always was by a beach. It was always crystal blue water, and it was always like, a cocktail in the hand. And now that I got a taste of that, I want to do that in as many places as I can.
We've derailed their show now. Sorry, Rod.
We're talking about vacation. Let's go back to
these
comics.
goddamn West Coast kids came here and started talking about cruises. We were talking about movies and Star Wars and Star Trek and comic
nerdy,
books.
like good nerdy shit. Like
good stuff. I apologize, Rod. That's fair.
So you guys were asking earlier about like top 5 favorite movies. I want to play this game. Can we play this game? Can we go back? Go ahead. Because TM mentioned Mallrats, and Mallrats is a fantastic movie. But I'd have to go with Dogma over Mallrats.
Dogma's up there too.
Yeah, Dogma's
but I don't know. I have a fondness of Mallrats over Dogma.
I get it. Recently, The Gentleman was added to a list of my favorite movies because we just love quoting that movie. The quotes in that movie are phenomenal. Snatch is another movie that I absolutely love. Guy Ritchie, I love Guy Ritchie. I'd have to go with Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Here, hold on.
Okay, I'm ready to listen to this because I've never heard anybody say these words.
Let me speak on this, okay?
Please. Go ahead, Ian. Go ahead.
I recognize, and I absolutely recognize, Empire is the best movie. It really is. But Jedi was the first Star Wars movie that I saw in the movie theaters with my mom.
Okay, fair enough. All right, fair.
All right, and I love the space.
I forget how much younger
battle.
you are.
Yeah, I'm 47 minutes younger than you, Rob.
If that was true, then your first movie you see in the theater would have been the original Star Wars.
Yeah,
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, you're right.
I saw the original Star Wars at the drive-in with a metal box hanging from the window as Lucas intended.
Did you drive the car, Rob?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was in the back. Mom and Dad drove the car there.
So yeah, Jedi is like my favorite Star Wars movie of all. To a point where even my kids, they went to Disneyland and they got me, Luke's,
Oh, wait a minute.
saber.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
There we go. So my kids got me Luke's saber from Jedi, like the one that he used. So and it.
Nice.
It turns on. Yeah,
does it?
It does. It's on. It's
what color is it? White?
It's gold.
I didn't know he had...
It's cold in here. It needs to heat up. Yeah, it's been a while, so you gotta change the batteries.
Performance anxiety. Need hymns for your lightsaber?
That's good. Jedi. Okay, so Jedi Snatch, The Gentleman.
Or Enzite. This is Bob. This is Bob's lightsaber. Bob's lightsaber doesn't swing quite the way it used to.
And I'm thinking about going back to movies. Thinking about movies that I really enjoy. That there's nothing on. I'm just gonna put this on. So I'd have to put Maverick on there and The Glass Onion. Glass Onion was super fun.
Maverick as in Top Gun Maverick or a different Maverick?
Top Gun Maverick.
Okay.
That would be me.
Oh, sorry, Robert. My bad.
What's up, Robert?
Hello.
It's past midnight over there now, isn't it? It's tomorrow for you, huh?
Pretty close.
Yeah.
This is my first time on stream.
Welcome to the show. I was about to say, welcome to the show.
We'll see how long this lasts. My sister might get upset that I'm doing this.
Why?
See.
There you go.
Just a second.
There you go.
There you go. That's why
I get mad.
I'm on stream with some guys, some comic.
You do you.
Yeah. No. She doesn't care.
You bring the microphone closer.
I blurred the background so you won't see her. So.
She's more than welcome to jump on if she wants.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I have to say, this is an interesting experience. I watch Rob all the time and vlogs all the time on the, what's it called? Show us what you got.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah. Thank you.
On the Comic Vets channel.
Yeah, Comic Vet. Chris is awesome, man.
And I've watched some of TM's videos.
We're sorry.
Robert, I'm trying to find your channel. Jeez, why can't I find it?
It's just called. It's just called Bell Izzard.
How do you spell that? Okay.
I'm not going to tell you that it's spelled as it is on his name on the screen right
I
now.
Can't read that small.
It's BL, then a space, then IC.
Oh, Vlogs is on his cell phone. That's why.
I'll be back. My dog's got to go. Hold on.
Oh,
So
I got it.
You found it? Good.
Just subbed you, man. Sorry. Took me forever.
Okay, thanks. Much appreciated.
Yeah, man.
Dog's got a
But
business
we
trip
appreciate
somewhere.
it. Yeah, man. Yeah, Rob is a great show. I'm nowhere near what Rob is. Biggie.
Yeah.
What up,
wow,
Big?
look at you all
The
people.
immortal.
What up? Immortality.
Immortality.
What's up, Big?
Good evening.
Where
Good
did
morning.
Carlito go? Did he go to bed?
Yeah, he's out.
He stayed up till 2, and then which is when you were going to leave, and
No, I'm staying till 3 now.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Rod, you got any guarantees Rod's going to stay till 3, or are you going to take over the show?
I'm not as good as a host as him.
Rod, where are you? You're aren't you in Florida too?
Yeah, I'm in Florida.
Are you in Tampa also?
No, I'm in a small little town called Winter Haven. It's about 45 minutes from Orlando, give or take.
How
But
close are you?
here. Go ahead.
How close are you to the Kennedy Space Center?
Oh, that's a few
That's
hours.
Fort Collins, isn't it?
Yeah,
Rod's next to Kissing Me.
yeah, about 30 minutes from there.
Okay.
Point Sienna and all that.
From Kissing Me.
Hey, yo.
Because last year I stayed at an Airbnb like 20 minutes from Kennedy Space Center.
Okay.
I heard that Space Center is cool to go to.
Dude, we went on the cruise, and then after the cruise, we went to the Space Center for 2 days. Not gonna lie. We went to the Bahamas. We had drinks on the beach. We swam in the Caribbean. And I'm going to tell you now, the Space Center was a way better experience for us than the islands, because we were just, the whole family was nerding out. It was so cool to see even my kids be like, oh my God, this is a space capsule. Is this the one that really went into space? Oh my goodness, is that the Saturn 9? And I was geeking out with them. Like, yes, it is. It's Saturn 5. Oh my God. Like, all of us were geeking out.
And look, there's the monkey that went to space.
That they actually had the like an image of like the first animals that went into space.
What was it? A dog?
There was a dog. There was a cat. There was a monkey that went into space, and the kids loved it. Like, no joke, seeing their eyes at the Space Center versus seeing their reactions on the beaches of the Caribbean. They had so much more fun at the Space Center. Like, I would want to go back there again, and then I want to go back there for a launch. Like, we actually got to see a launch too, like not at the Space Center, but like locals, they're like, hey, if you park on the side of this bridge over here on this highway, you'll be able to see the like a space launch. And I have a video on that, and we're like, oh my God, like we're so like dorking out so hard. Yeah, all of us. We're like, oh my God, we got to see a launch. Oh yeah, it was like the coolest experience for us. Just
when I moved down to Florida and I heard this loud boom, like, I forget what time of the day it was. I know I went to work the next morning. I said, oh my God, did I didn't hear that loud ass noise yesterday? They were like, you talking about the sonic boom? I was like, what the hell are you talking about? This is a space shuttle shot off yesterday. And I was like, that loud ass thing? Dude, shit was loud, man.
Yeah. You are like, I mapped it out from our point to where the shuttle was. We were 6 miles away. And that's really close. And we got to see like the whole sky light up the moment it started going up. And then once it was in the air, it was just like, it was crazy because it was like
on YouTube or
yeah, it's on my channel.
Nice.
It's on my channel for. So the family vlog that I did for the Kennedy Space Center on there at the very end is like a little iPhone video of us like watching the launch. It was just the coolest thing ever for us. All of us were like.
Have you seen the Family Guy parody where it's like they're like, okay, that's a wrap, everybody, for doing the launch to the moon, and then Neil Armstrong walks out. He's like takes off his helmet, and the guy's like, oh my God, you're Neil Armstrong. Wait, didn't I just see you on the TV? And he's like, you're imagining things. And he hits him with the helmet and he puts the guy in his trunk.
See, I don't watch Family Guy. I've seen like clips
no,
of that
I haven't
right
watched
there.
in like 10 plus years. It's gone horrible.
Carlito, Space Center is awesome. It really is. Like, I want to go back. I want to go back to Florida, not for the cruises, not for South Beach. We want to go back to Florida, not even for Disney World. We're like, fuck Disney World. We want to go back to the Space Center. Even my kids were like, but can we go to, Disney World first? We're like, fuck. Fine. Only if we get to go to the Space Center. They're like, we want to go to the Space Center again too. So, the Space Center. No joke. The Space Center's probably been like one of the most. It was probably the most exciting trip as a family.
Yeah.
That we've all been on. Like we've been to Hawaii, we've been to the Caribbean, we've been to Mexico, and it's a Space Center that the kids constantly talk about.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, Robert, to the show.
Yeah, Robert, welcome us, man.
Yeah, I was out today hunting for comics.
Nice. Did you get any good ones?
Comic books, that's right.
Well,
that's
what I mainly what I did is I was taking 40 books to trade. My one of my local stores allows you to trade 2 for 1. So
nice.
And I got this one I've already read.
Where are you local to?
No, take me off.
Can you even see it? Here, let's put it in front of my.
Oh, nice.
So
Robert, if you don't mind me asking, where are you local to?
I'm in Canada.
Okay.
Edmonton, Alberta.
Was that Identity Crisis?
That's Identity Crisis, yeah.
Where in Canada?
Oh, yeah, such a great... Brad Meltzer, yeah, that's a fantastic story.
Where in Canada are you?
I'm in Edmonton, Alberta.
Okay. TM's in PEI.
Yes. Nowhere near me.
Let TM say where he's at, because he's like on Atlantic time. TM, if you don't mind.
Yeah. So that's like that's one of like 20 books I traded for, but I also went and got some other stuff today. So
nice, cool.
One of my antiques malls locally, I went there, and wow, it was.
Sorry for giving out your info. My bad, TM. Love you.
It was very very. It was crazy busy today. I did not expect it to be as busy as it was, the antiques mall. So
nice.
Yeah.
So. It's all good vlogs. I'm pretty open to where I'm from.
I know there's some shops in Canada I want to go set my feet in. I'm in North Carolina. I want to go see Retro Rocket. I want to see Retro Rocket for sure. And I also want to see Gotham Central. Or Gotham.
Oh, Retro Rocket, yeah.
Yeah. Why is it on me now? No, I did not stumble my words this time. I did not stumble my words this time. But no, those are 2 I really want to go to.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Yeah, also nowhere near me. My local LCS, well, the main one I go to is called Rolling Tales. It's in downtown Edmonton.
Rolling Tales, can you tell us more about where this name came from, Robert?
Not
it's
really,
a tale that keeps rolling and rolling.
The owner, he's been a fixture in the comic book community here for a long time. So he was the owner of Happy Harbor Comics before he eventually sold it and then tried to get out of the industry and back into the industry. I don't think he would care if I'm saying this, but he's a good guy. So.
Good. That's what matters.
Rob, do you think you would ever step foot in Retro?
I would if I traveled, but I have issues with traveling.
About you, Rob Fatsex?
If I'm ever there, sure. But,
where is Retro?
It's outside of Toronto.
Cambridge, Ontario.
It's where Chris goes. So if I'm ever there, sure.
Why did I think Chris was in Vancouver?
Because you were high.
Yes.
Makes sense
Maybe.
now.
Yeah,
No idea.
that comic shop would be like almost 2.5, almost 3 provinces away from me.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say
It's right around the
hours.
corner.
Yeah.
It's like,
gosh, why don't you make an effort, Robert? Jeez, it's
like,
only 3 provinces away. I mean, geez, honestly. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's fine.
I'm kidding. I'm just.
I did tell Mark I want to go to ABX eventually.
Yeah.
In Georgia.
Those are all things that if I'm there with the people, with my friends that are there, sure, but I'm not gonna make a
Get out of your
trip.
way.
I'm not gonna make a trip all the way out there just so I can go to an LCS there when I've got LCSs around here, type
Same.
thing. Right? I go out there for a con. It's different because then, like when I go out to Heroes Con, there's 100 LCSs that come there because for me. So it's easy, right?
Yeah.
Only for Rob. Everyone else, they're
everybody else there's
honored
piggybacking off of
guests.
me.
Rob,
It's true. Yeah, it's
Rob is the
I don't know.
guest.
Hey, E-Man. I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of a big deal. and
he is.
And it's all because
I'm gonna throw it out.
Because Rod recognized and said, "You guys got to subscribe this dude." When I was just starting out.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Rod was the one that showed up.
It's all his fault. So anybody who doesn't like my shit, blame Rod. He encouraged me.
Or as Rob says,
he introduced me to the concept that other people in the community might look out
of your videos.
I'm sorry, I forget it's all about Vogs sometimes.
Sorry.
Pretty sure he has ADHD. That's why he's.
I do badly.
That's why we talk over people.
Worst.
Well, but it's not fun for people who are watching this when 3 people are having 2 conversations.
True.
So,
true. My bad.
If I can finish my train of thought, please.
Go right
Thank
ahead.
you. I was simply saying, Rod was the gentleman who introduced me to the concept that people online could not be self-centered jerks and actually be looking out to build and support one another.
What?
I didn't know it was fucking possible. So Rod, you sir.
Thank you, sir.
It's a madness. It's
top shit.
It's
all right.
love.
I now yield my remaining time to the distinguished gentleman from North Carolina.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting.
All right, Rob.
No, I love I love Rob's ending to his videos. You don't have to listen to me. I'm just a guy with an opinion. It just makes it crack. I love
Not
it.
even my
it's
ending.
true though.
It's not my ending, but I like the understanding of it.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Smoke Bomb.
Oh, that's him and Justin Birch, but I give Rob more credit than Justin Birch.
No, Justin Birch
did everything.
Justin Birch was the one who did it. I just copied him.
Ah,
I feel
I
bad,
didn't just
you guys.
I didn't just copy him. I straight up plagiarized and without any
written
thought
consent.
or without any consent whatsoever.
Wow, this is the kind of channel that we can expect.
I can't wait for that clip to get circulation. No consent whatsoever.
This is what you expect from Rob Fat Stacks. You see
When-
slabs, you see
when I try
sharing
to-
comics, and plagiarism.
When I try to make my political career, I'm just gonna see nothing but, oh yeah, I plagiarized. Oh yeah, no consent.
This is going to be completely.
That's the kind of guy we want running.
March 2nd at approximately 3:18 a.m. in the Eastern Time, Rob admits to plagiarism. Do you
But-
remember this, sir?
But it's okay because I have something that you don't have, and that's a 9.6 graded Golden Age sci-fi book. So there you go.
is that
You have-
Buck Rogers?
Hold on.
Everything behind you, Rob, I don't have. Just
I know. I agree. I agree 100%.
There's one thing you don't have. No, Rob, there's about 179 things I don't have that you have.
What's the
Good looks, a
pop
magnificent
count on the
mustache.
9.6
See, look at all.
Yeah, he's got some
Gotta
nice
be a
stuff
low
on that
number.
wall.
Yeah, yeah.
Got some
I was
nice
gonna say
stuff.
there's stuff that I have that you don't.
Yeah, so
I have a transformer. You have this guy. Look.
Fake Prime.
Yeah.
You want to
this
show
is
off? Hold
white
on, let's see
Optimus.
this thing.
This is
White.
white.
That's the
Optimus
white
Prime.
supremacist Octopus Prime.
This
What?
is the white. Oh no.
Does he come with his hood?
Hold on. I also have colored Optimus Prime.
Oh,
Nice.
Did he have to write at the back?
They both have constant. Oh look. I also have.
Do they consistently fight?
If you have the one
also
from the Stunticons, you have the black one. That's
I have the non-DEI following Target Optimus Prime. So you want to get political, sir?
You need some Omega or Magnus.
What's up, Biggie? Why you so quiet, Biggie? Oh,
I'm doing dishes.
I also have fake Ultra Magnus right there. All right. I have third party Ultra Magnus, the fake one, the non Hasbro one. Ha. Ha, I got things you don't
Rob,
have
you
too,
made me
sir.
laugh with the white.
Hold on, let me go fire up the 3D printer and print them out. While I'm at it, I'll make a lightsaber that works.
Where's
Wow.
the Optimus
Hey.
Prime? Where's the Optimus Prime with the E-Man hair?
Oh, that's something I'm gonna have to work.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Hold on.
So all you had to do was fiddle with
Twist
it a
it.
little bit.
Twist it.
Fiddle, yeah. Grip it, and rip it. Oh, it's got a little performance issues, I would say.
It's made of cheap plastic,
Yeah, E-Man.
It's that
you
Disney
get an
plastic.
Optimus Prime with your hair. Optimus
do I have?
E-Man Prime.
Yeah. I have like several Optimus Primes here too.
But you
The
need an
OG
E-Man
one.
Prime.
I know we need E-Man Prime. There's one called Omega Prime that I actually want to get. That's where Ultra Magnus and Optimus actually combine
Have a
to
baby.
Omega Prime. It's pretty.
There's like
badass,
1,000 Optimus Primes. There's probably
snap. What's
Is it-
going
wait.
on, dude?
Omega
Omega Prime.
Primal Primus, Optimal Primal, Sentinel Prime.
Sentinel Prime isn't like part of like the Optimus, line though, right?
I mean,
There
he is
are
a Prime.
bunch of
but
primes. Yeah, he's a prime, but then you have all the other primes that are being released right now. Oh, God,
E-Man, did you
Well, the
see,
rest of them I named were.
E-Man,
that?
did you see Hot Wheels released Optimus Prime?
I wanted that.
Yeah.
So it's $250 for that thing now. I can't. I wish.
I wanted to.
I loved it because it was
Rodimus
die cut
Prime.
too. Rodimus Prime, Sentinel, the 13 primes. It's cool because the 13 primes are they're going to start being released this year too.
So, E-Man, have you ever had the original diecast Optimus Prime?
Revenge of the Fallen Prime, Hunt for the Decepticons Prime, Dark Side of the Moon Prime, Leader Class Prime, Deluxe Prime.
Ooh, still in the box.
There's a fucking million Prime.
Hi, Robert. My name. Chuck 1 2. I froze. Did I freeze?
No, you're here.
You're good.
Huh. This is interesting. So they're saying in this article reading that Ultra Magnus and Optimus Prime are brothers.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there is a cartoon called Robots in Disguise from 2001. It was from a Korean animated studio, and in that story, yes, Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus are brothers, and they combine. That's the one that combines into Omega Prime.
That's what I'm reading this. Yeah.
What was that called again, E-Man? I've never seen
Omega
that.
Prime.
Robots in Disguise.
Robots in Disguise. 2001, because there was two different cartoons called Robots in Disguise. One was a little bit more for kids, and then 2001 is that one's aimed at kids also, but that's a different storyline.
They're both aimed at selling toys.
I do have the original diecast. Robert, I also have the box signed.
Hold on.
Is that Peter Cullen?
This is Peter
That is
Cullen's
nice.
signature.
I had that when I was a kid. I kept it for a long time. Then I left it accidentally. My dad, he was a minister in the United Church, and one of the places where he was preaching, I took some stuff there. I thought he was going to be there a long time. I took that and some of my Star Wars figures and left it in the basement in there, and I forgot about it. And when he was no longer there, it wasn't like years later I realized, oh crap, I left that stuff there. So
wow,
I'm not.
It's all gone because hopefully some kid got it and played with it. So
I'm not one to spend money to take pictures with celebrities.
But
it's worth it to me.
Here's a picture where
it's worth it to me. To me, this is one of those pictures.
Who's that kid? Who's that kid with him?
I know, right?
That's E-Man's stump.
They made a really cool deluxe 80. I think it's called 86 class this year. Deluxe Prime. It's like it looks like the G1, but it transforms. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
E-Man?
Yeah, that one's.
Yeah,
that's Frank Welker. That's Megatron's voice. The original Megatron. Look at that. That's a straight up prom picture with his hand on my shoulder.
I love the end of Revenge of the Fallen where Optimus is talking and it's the sunset.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm a sucker for all them Michael Bay figures, all the Transformer. That's what I was into before comic books. Like I would get every Deluxe, every Voyager, every Leader. I would just nab them up, dude. Watch YouTube reviews too.
That's the one thing that I'm learning is what do those classes mean? Deluxe, Voyager, Legends, and it's just like the different sizes for the different toys.
Yeah. Scout's like the smallest. Legends pretty small too.
And like I only try to collect just RC and Optimus just because my daughter's name's RC, but I'm also trying to collect Bumblebee and Ultra Magnus because those to me represent my kids in a way. Like Ultra Magnus represents my oldest son, that's my second in command, and then Bumblebee, my middle son, he loved Bumblebee, so that represents. And then RC, I named my daughter RC because I'm a fucking nerd.
You know what's funny? E-Man is you have a kind of a story behind that. E-Man's daughter, not E-Man, you're E-Man. Izzy's daughter's name is Jubilee after Jubilee.
Yeah, he told me that was so cool. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
So Bumblebee has the most molds out of all the Transformers, and then after that it's Prime. So Optimus and Bumblebee have the most figures out of all of them.
Rob.
There we go.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
nice.
Smaller ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a legend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's tiny.
So, E-Man... Oh, go ahead, Rob. Nice.
Oh, snap. Nice.
He's really pumping that penis pistol out, ain't he?
So,
that's the
cool cockpit action.
E-Man.
That's the 10th printing. This was the MegaCon exclusive from Comic Mints, so it was like limited to 300.
So I have an old Transformer issue I bought at my LCS. It's a Marvel one where it's.
Hold on.
No, you already saw it. I was just like,
there's two.
So it was called. I think it says Optimus Prime Autobot Killer, and he's like shooting the guys up below him. Gorgeous.
Why would you shoot anybody who blows you?
Is that the Shattered Glass version where he was evil and he was painted purple?
Me? No. I'll send you a picture.
Shattered Glass Optimus Prime is double. Oh, hold on.
I don't know. Somebody's blood.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, I think. Shattered Glass. Yeah, it's like clear.
Hold on.
See,
Wait a
minute.
minute.
And then I also have the same mold from earlier. I have the Shattered Glass colored Optimus.
Oh. Damn, that's pretty clean.
Yeah, that's clean.
Does it transform or don't look like it does?
Yeah,
it does.
All three of them do. Yeah, the white and the purple one are from the same company. I think it's from Fan Toys, and the regular colored Optimus is from another third-party company.
Yeah,
that's right. I've talked to you about this before. I'm like a Hasbro guy, so I don't know the third-party shit that well.
Yeah, I like the third parties just because they're a little bit more accurate. They just look cooler to me. I feel like the plastic's a little bit better. Some of them also have like some real metal on there. But it's just me. I'm not like gonna say, "Oh, you're a Hasbro guy." Oh, turn my nose up to that. Everyone collects the way they collect, right? And everyone's gonna like what they want. It's cool to hear that. You know, I just personally, this is just a preference. I like the third parties just because they do crazy shit like this.
Yeah. E-Man, the Transformers comic I have is Transformers Volume 1, number 12, Optimus Prime Autobot Killer, and he's like just aiming fire on the Autobots. It's beautiful.
When that Transformer cartoon movie came out back in the 80s, how many of you guys cried?
I did.
Not even gonna lie. Yeah.
Movie. It's awful.
Yeah, when Prime died, dude, and then you had to go through a whole year.
You shut your face, Rob.
No way, that movie was epic.
Have you watched it recently? Take your rose tinted glasses off and watch it for what it really is, and you're gonna go, "Oh,
you watch
wow
your mouth."
E-Man, did you like the new Transformers?
Are you saying it don't hold up, Rob?
I'm saying is that nostalgia is an amazing drug that makes you think that things are better than what they really were. The movie itself the plot is almost non-existent. It's not a good movie. It's just
that holds up for me.
As a kid, it was fun. You liked it, but because it was Transformers. But I mean, as a movie, it's awful.
I felt like for a kid, the movie wasn't made for kids. It was made for adults. So when you watch it as a kid, you're like, "What the fuck?" And then you get older, it's like, "Oh."
Yeah. Did you
they
guys
said
see
two
the
naughty
new
words in that movie
Transformers
too.
With Hemsworth, was that good?
Yeah, Transformers 1. I was surprised at how good that movie is.
It was surprisingly
decent. I was fully prepared to be like, fuck this movie. When I saw the trailers, I'm like, man, this movie is not for me. And I watched it and I'm like, wow, that has got to be the best Transformer movie ever made.
It had the worst trailers.
It did.
Ever.
It did.
And like it was a great movie.
Because the trailers were aiming it at kids. And the movie wasn't aimed at kids. It was actually a lot darker than you expected it to be. Just Megatron's transformation. It was a wonderful way to see why he did what he did.
I still say that near the end, where he has the red eyes and stuff, and it's like you see the trail of the from his eyes, like the trail from the light and stuff. I thought that was freaking amazing.
Yeah, it really was.
Such a good movie.
It really was. So if you haven't seen Transformers 1, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's gonna start off very kiddish. It's gonna start off very much like it's aimed at the kids, but it progressively the tone changes from the
Badass Tron
to
Badass. I've seen it 3 times.
I just watched Venom Last Dance and I enjoyed it. So
I watched Last Dance last night. I watched it last night and I was fully prepared to hate that movie. In the first half of that movie, I actually kind of hated, but the ending actually wasn't bad.
What movie?
It wasn't bad. Venom, Last Dance.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I hated what they did with Null. I hated it. But the movie itself, I give it a 3 out of 5. Give it a.
I thought it was a lot better than what people said. People were like, "Oh, this is horrible." I watched it. I'm like, "What the fuck are people talking about? This is good."
I wouldn't say it was horrible. I would say that the first half sucked, but the second half was pretty good.
I'd say the first 2 movies beat you guys all into submission enough that you thought, by contrast, this one isn't bad.
I kind of forgot what the first 2 were like. I was just watching
everything Rob just said. Yes, you're right.
And Craven is another movie that got crapped on, and I enjoyed it.
I haven't seen Craven yet.
I enjoyed it.
You know what movie I decided to watch, though, just to get it out of the way? Madam Web. Fuck, I want my 2 hours back.
I tried to watch that. I fell asleep twice. So I've given up.
My girlfriend was like, these girls are stupid.
Yeah, twice I've made it about 20 minutes through the movie before I fall asleep. So I said, all right, somebody up there is looking out for me and say, no, this is better for you than this movie. So
yeah,
One of
yeah.
those.
And stay worried, size, because.
Oh, by the way, Sice is rude, real rude.
Oh, is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! What's up, Rude?
Yeah, that's why I said, "Hey, Rude."
I was like, I don't see Rude. This guy's tripping. I think TM needs to go to sleep, man. It's like way tomorrow for him. Yeah, I do want to see Craven because I heard that, and I've heard this is just around the bend, right? I've heard that the movie wasn't that great, but that Aaron Taylor Johnson actually played Craven very well, and I want to see that.
He did it good.
I would agree with that. There's pretty good action scenes in it, but the dialogue was pretty dry.
That's not his fault, though, right? That's the writing's fault, the writer's fault.
Yeah.
But I heard that he performed. He did a good performance.
He did. He performed well.
So that's why I want to see it.
Yeah, well, I saw Captain America, and I didn't care about it. So
yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
I like the Captain America movie.
Yeah, I went into it. I've said, look, it's a 7 out of 10 for me. It's not. I didn't go into it thinking it was going to be cinematic masterpiece. I went into it thinking it was going to be a superhero movie. I got out of it. I enjoyed myself watching it. I didn't bother to waste time scrutinizing over special effects or anything. I just went in and watched the story that was given to me play out, and I walked out not feeling like I wasted my time. I was happy with it.
There you go. Is that the bar that's been set now for MC movies? I didn't hate it.
I
don't feel like I walked out that I wasted my money.
I think it's the bar that should be set for a lot of these movies. They're not. Right. They're not. You're not going into some of these. They're not supposed to be cinematic masterpieces, right?
Not anymore.
It's an action film. It's just a go in for a couple hours. Stuff
Popcorn
blows
flick.
up. Yeah. Exactly. And so when I go into it, that's what I wanted. Did I enjoy myself? Yeah. Were there some issues here and there? Absolutely. But did it distract me from the experience of the movie? No. I know like talking to some people, they got more carried away about some of the digital effects they didn't like. For me, I was able to look past it and move on. And so with that, I thought it was a fine movie.
Comic book grade. Cool. Yeah. Give us a comic book grade. Yeah. Give me a comic book grade.
Well, as I said, 7.0.
7.0. Okay.
Not too bad.
So it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
I mean, it's awful if it's a modern, but I mean, it's supposed. So that's the problem with comic books. But you know,
yeah, it's a modern comic book. For me, a modern comic book grade.
So for a modern comic book grade, then I would say it's like a 9.4, 9. You know.
Thank you. You get it. You get what I was right here. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still want to see it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what I don't like is the people online who are like, "Oh, it's a black Captain America." Ooh.
Yeah.
Read your comic book.
Yeah.
So you sound like an idiot because not you, Rob, but the people who said this.
People have said that to me too.
Obviously, you don't know what's going on in the comics. You obviously don't understand you obviously didn't pay attention to what happened at the end of Endgame. You know, Steve felt like Sam was the perfect person to replace him. Otherwise, he would have came back. There was no one else. He wasn't going to give it to Bucky. Bucky was broken. You know, Sam had the same heart and same vision that Steve had. Like, that's the person who you need to listen to, not to fucking, John fake patriot guy from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That guy was a psycho. You know, it's like, pay attention to what's happening.
It was like when the Daredevil trailer dropped. These kids on TikTok were doing their reaction to the trailer, and the one kid, when they show White Tiger, he's like, "Oh my God, Moon Knight!" I'm like, "Are you kidding?"
Well, I thought that this movie had a couple elements that were really good. I thought that the when Bucky does show up in it, and he has his conversation, kind of tells Sam, that why he, look, Cat, he chose you because there's a difference between He gave someone that you could look up to, whereas you're so, because you don't have the power, you don't have this, you give somebody that they can aspire to be, type of thing. And he's like, well, that's a powerful statement that's there. And I liked that with this. That part. Yeah. When they played some of the elements of they're talking about, bringing the race element into it, they don't do it based around Sam. They do it based around, the other character that it's already gone through that, right? Wilson's.
And this guy's supposed to live in the Silicon Valley where they have really good internet.
And
where you find me? I don't know what you're talking about.
You're breaking up, bro.
Yeah, you're freezing on us.
All right. Well, good night then.
No, go back. Hold on. Let me press rewind. I want to go back to.
And Anthony Mackie, he's a great actor.
Yeah, I thought he was. I thought he is. I think he is. Yeah. I believe he is.
I really liked him in the second season of Altered Carbon. That's on Netflix. So.
I think Sam being Captain America now is very important. It's very important that he's Captain America, especially now. Like what Rob said, it's who you aspire to be. Who you want a hero to be, someone who is, noble, who wants to fight for what's right. Like the old school 80s, 70s, 60s superhero. That's who Sam's supposed to represent now. People can't get past that skin color, or they can't get past the fact that, well, Steve Rogers isn't around. No one can be Captain America. No. Someone can and will be.
For the record, when it comes, I'd like for Marvel and everybody to understand something. I'm perfectly fine with you recasting. These characters don't have to die either. I understand actors can only do a role for so long. Every time new artist takes on a book, the character changes his appearance somewhat. I understand that this is, you did it successfully with, Rhodes in War Machine, of having the actor change, and the world didn't come to an end. Feel free to recast these guys and continue the story without having to reboot the story completely.
As long as you don't change the character's character, that character should continue on.
Yeah.
That is important. That's, I think, the biggest message when it comes down to all of these superhero movies is it is okay to change, it's okay to change the actors, like what Rob said. Just don't change the character's character. That is what makes that character is their character. You don't need to tweak it.
I think some of the studios, they're just worried they're going to pick the wrong actor.
Understandably, but see, that's what those people are hired to do. They got to find that right person who knows how to act, in that capacity or to that capacity. That's why you have, all those people auditioning. You have people looking out for people who are auditioning. They should know. And the people who actually know about the characters are the comic book geeks. And in my opinion, only people who know and have read comic books should be picking these people out.
Yep.
Some of these studios are going to hire someone to find someone, but they're going to be going off, their acting chops, which is important. But do they know what they're acting as? Because it's not like a movie where you get to create and have freedom to be this new character that they've developed for this specific movie. No, you're being picked to carry on the legacy of a character that's been around for 50, 60, 70 years. What are you going to do to make sure that you don't change who they are while at the same time you showing off that you can act? Now that's
I'm okay. I'm okay with them having whoever play, because it is comic book actor and shit. But if the fucking movie sucks, I think it sucks. It just sucks. But I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I'm just saying, like, there are people with that opinion too. There are people that they ain't like looking at it like, oh, this is the way it's supposed to be, so it's good. No, it could be the way it's supposed to be and still suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
I am going to bounce, though, because I only came on here really because Rod said he didn't know what Smoking the Bandit was. So, exactly, Ian. So, you guys all have a great evening.
All right, Rob. Thanks for hanging out, brother.
Have a great rest of your
Yeah,
weekend, Rob.
and just for you, Boggs, smoke.
Nice.
So
like that, he was gone. Oh, wrapping up. Okay. I said, and like that, he's gone. That's all I said. I didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thunderbolts.
He just ran.
I was going to talk about that, Robert. I'm kind of excited for Thunderbolts, to be honest with you guys.
I'm super excited. Yeah.
I'm super excited for Fantastic Four as well.
Same.
Yeah.
I would say Thunderbolts is my most anticipated MCU movie of this year.
Is there an MCU movie coming in 2026?
Probably.
Not Avengers.
Yeah, Doomsday.
Oh, Doomsday. Didn't they release photos from behind the scenes?
I don't know if that was AI or if that was real. I couldn't tell.
I know conceptual art was recently leaked.
Mm-hmm. Do you believe that, though? Do you not think that could be AI, or do you think it's real?
Fuck. I'm probably going to get hate for this right here. I'm probably going to get hate for this right here.
Ooh,
honestly,
get hate, big ass.
if you are telling me that this is conceptual art for a movie, whether it's AI, CGI, handmade, I'm just taking it as at face value that this is
it's conceptual.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear. I just you're the first person I heard say that. I just heard like leaks. I didn't know it was conceptual.
Yeah, what I saw earlier today was conceptual leaks. Conceptual leaks. Conceptual.
I mean, still though.
Was leaked.
I mean, still though, like even though it's called conceptual, could it be bullshit? Is the whole thing. Like I don't know. I can't trust hardly anything anymore. So it's just like
it could be. It very much could be. That's why it's like considered a leak, right? It's
okay.
This has been leaked,
definitely,
but it could be bullshit.
The photos definitely
it looked like bullshit.
They're AI generated for sure.
Yeah. It kind of looked like it could be made up.
I saw it on my phone, so I couldn't really like dissect those images. But if they're going in that direction of using AI to conceptualize a movie, fuck you for that. Now, if you tell me an artist uses AI as a tool to maybe fix certain things, I'm okay with that. But if you're using AI to replace an artist, fuck you for that.
I don't know if they're saying this is how they're going to make the movie. It's just probably the beginning of what they're aspiring to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you, man.
I don't fucking know. I'm leaning towards it's like a tester. Like it might be 50-50. I don't know what to believe. You know, like
I'm just waiting for the second Eternals movie to be released. That one looks fantastic. I don't know when they're going to be working on that one. That first one was
that's never happening. I'm sorry.
I've never seen Eternals. I've heard so much bad about it.
Don't. It's boring.
It's that bad? No wonder.
It's boring. It was.
If you're gonna go watch like one of, out of like the phase that nobody likes, I'd say No Way Home for sure. You gotta watch, but other than that, like Shang-Chi is pretty good. I like Shang-Chi.
I've seen
Shang-Chi.
I heard people say I wasn't good. That's what I've learned about this community is everybody likes what they like, and you can never have a 100% fact. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's true.
It's very hard to. Oh, this is the way it is. You know, unless it's a.
It's similar to collecting comics. Everyone's gonna get the one thing that they want. They're gonna stick to it. Same thing with movies. They're gonna be like, well,
there's people out there that like Eternals. Like they like how
those people are stupid. TM, okay? Those people are dumb.
No, listen. I know a guy.
TM, no.
Do you know who Koi Jandro is? No, well, right now he's working for DC. But he loved Eternals and like he's a longtime comic reader.
Okay.
Cool. I'd like to know what he loved about it. Maybe it was the way it was directed. Maybe the way it was pieced together and edited. You know, I do have issues with terminology in the movie where they were referring to Superman in a Marvel movie. I had an issue with that because you have to keep those properties separate. You know, and that was kind of like a big to me where it told me that the creators, the directors of this particular project didn't understand this particular project. And that was an issue that I had with it.
They referred to Superman in the Eternals movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll tell you something I just learned last week was, you know that Kendrick Lamar Mustard song?
Mustard!
Yeah.
No.
The horns right before that. So that was clipped from Superman.
Oh, did not know this.
Wow.
I'm not a Kendrick follower. My son loves Kendrick. I don't listen.
I
to
don't
Kendrick.
like him that much either. I just like Superman. I was like, oh, cool, Superman. You know?
I'm with you on that though.
Superman
I don't care about
reference,
anything
that's
Kendrick
all I
does,
care
but
about.
he said Superman, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
We were talking about that
Then,
earlier.
speaking of Superman, that's my most anticipated movie of this year.
Yeah.
That trailer, it gave me chills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, gave you chills. Holy shit. I'm a Superman fan, and it kind of disappointed me a little bit. Like,
I don't know how Biggie.
shit at the back of Superman's head. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna.
I don't
Biggie,
Superman.
I love you to death, man, but like, I don't understand how you didn't feel anything for this movie because there was barely any words spoken except for like Superman and from that kid, and like that's the moment in time where I got a little bit of chills and I felt hope, and that's what you want to feel.
I'm hoping that it's good. I definitely have hope. I didn't like some of the shit I saw. Like the big wad of trash in the back of my boy's head. That didn't really make me feel too good. That gave me not hope.
I'm rooting for DC to get their shit together this round. I really am.
Yes.
You know, I'm not gonna kick back and say that I only watch Marvel movies and I think all DC movies are trash. Even though a lot of the DC movies were not that good or they were just okay, I was still rooting for them. I still went to the movie theaters because I wanted to support this project in the sense that it's a comic book related project that, you know I care enough about to spend my money on. And I'm going to continue doing that when I can. This last 2 years has been a little bit more difficult for me to go to the movies to watch, but if I can, I will. Right now, like tomorrow, I'm planning on seeing Captain America. Hopefully I have a chance to do it. And I'm looking forward to spending my money to watch some more comic book related properties come to the movie theater because this is shit I enjoy, you know, and I'm rooting for DC to be, you know, good. They need a win. They absolutely need a fucking win. And so far, with their TV shows and the cartoons that have been released on HBO, there's nothing wrong with any of those right now. So it's kind of like a nice appetizer. There's an appetizer prior to the main course. Appetizer. And I'm looking forward to it. And I'm rooting for this Superman to be hella good. The only problem that I have with this Superman movie, because I do have a problem with it, too many characters in it. Yeah. It tells me that Superman needs help. And though in the comics I know he's been a part of teams where they need to work together as a team to defeat a bad guy, I think that the first Superman movie under James Gunn should have been just Superman. No reason for Green Lantern or Hawkgirl or anyone else to show up in here unless it's, you know, an apocalypse level threat that they need to get rid of almost immediately.
I hear your weariness of that, but at the same time, think of it the other way. Like now, who's one of the biggest characters? Of course, it's Batman. Second would be Superman. Sadly, that's just the way it is. Now, if you have these characters showing up like Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho, Hawkgirl, Guy Gardner's Green Lantern, these characters that nobody knows who they are, they're going to go watch Superman because Superman's well known. Now that these characters are now going to be well known to the general public.
And that's the general consensus, right? Because it's a James Gunn movie.
So
he's never doing that.
I don't know if how much of the movie that they're going to be in, because this is definitely the way that James Gunn talks about it. Like the reason why he took out Legacy was because he thought that was past. He doesn't want it to feel like it's past, but we're going forward. But once you watch the movie, you'll understand why it's called Legacy. This is the legacy of Superman. This is the legacy he moves on from his Earth parents. The legacy he moved, and it's just what he said. So, I think it's going to be more about Superman than you think. But it's just having these characters in here. They're going to get the main general public known to them. Then the next time that they show up in something or there's a project of that, people are going to be like, oh, you know what? I seen him in Superman. I'm going to go see this movie. Or I'm going to watch this project. May it be a TV show or Mr. Terrific gets the Terrifics and there's a Terrifics movie coming out with all of these characters. So
I feel what E-Man's saying, because my main focus is that for me being a Superman guy, even if the movie sells, I'm gonna be Superman's my favorite. But what they gotta do for me is get Clark Kent right. You get Clark Kent right, you make him a realistic, like, filling person or whatever, and then you make Superman like happy-go-lucky, then I'm sold. But if the rest of it don't work, then that sucks too.
I think one of the reasons why Christopher Reeves' Superman movies worked, just thinking really hard about this, look at Brandon Routh, look at Henry Cavill, look at this new guy. These guys are actually built. They are muscular. They are great, fantastic. Christopher Reeve had almost a dad bod who was in training. He looked realistic. When he was Clark Kent, he looked literally like a normal dude.
He looked like a goofy, clumsy guy. That's the point I was making. Yeah.
Whereas Cavill, whereas Brandon Routh, whereas this new guy, they actually look like they're trying to nerd them up when underneath the clothes you can totally tell that, you know, they're Superman, right? They're cut. And I think that's why a lot of people related a lot more to Christopher Reeves, is because he felt more genuine as Clark Kent. So I'm with you on that one, Biggie. Thinking a lot about that. They do have to get Clark Kent right. They have to make him a lot more realistic and more relatable and more just less muscular, more realistic, in order for us to maybe believe that, hey, this is Superman.
Yeah, and
I think this guy can do it.
Yeah, he kind of looks like he might be able to pull it off. So I'm hopeful.
Yeah, and then like the one thing that he has in common is that they're both Juilliard. They both were went to Juilliard.
Going back to what I said earlier, though, too, they're trained to act, but do they know the character? Do they understand the legacy of this character? You know,
I think he is, because Corn Sweat was the one who went to James Gunn and said, we need the red trunks. Like it needs to feel like a superhero movie, and that we need to go back to the roots of Superman and make kids feel safe around Superman.
That's the best move they did, was got away from the dark look from Man of Steel and brightened it up like the old original should. That's the best thing I saw.
Is it?
So that was Corn Sweat that went to James Gunn, and then like James Gunn came out and stated that the Corn Sweat came to him and said, like, we need the red trunks.
Is it safe to say that Cavill is the best Superman ever, while Christopher Reeve was the best Clark Kent ever?
I mean, you can say whatever you want. I just say that Christopher Reeves is my favorite Superman, so that's how I go. But you can say that if you want.
Just like a general consensus, because I think Cavill as Superman was great, but it was not believable as Clark Kent. But Christopher Reeve was believable as both. But yeah, Cavill had the looks and the. You know, he had the posture, he had the movements, you know, he had the, there was a lot of mannerisms that Cavill had that was great as a Superman, but I think the mannerisms as a Clark Kent, I think that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe I'm tired. Maybe it's because almost midnight over. Maybe because it's today here and everyone else is tomorrow already. Maybe because I'm behind. That could
It's
be.
not far fetched. A lot of people say they like Cavill the most, so I mean, you're in between. That's cool.
Well, guys.
Sorry. Christopher Reeves is definitely the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just don't know.
Rod, you have to hit 3 hours.
You can wrap up, Rod.
Huh?
You can wrap up if you want, man. I ain't pressuring you.
Now we got a couple more minutes. If you got something to say, what you got going on your channel, let everyone know.
Stuff.
Someone could say something. Go for it.
You have to pick people though, Rod. Biggie, what's coming up on the channel for you? You have to do something like that.
Albert, were you saying something
Hold on.
Superman?
I'll make y'all big, all right?
No.
Oh.
Go ahead, E-Man. Let the people know what you got going on, sir.
Right now, my comic book talking part of my channel is kind of like chilled out a little bit. I've been focused a little bit more on tech and gaming. But I'm going to start, I'm working on some stuff, on some reviews of some arcs that I really enjoyed over the last couple of years. So I'm going to tell you guys about some comic book arcs that I enjoyed, and keep an eye out for those videos. I've been doing a lot of shorts on some tech news that has been coming out. So if you're into tech, gaming, PC gaming, I've been putting some shorts on my channel. And I'm kind of like revamping it right now to include, comic books, gaming, Transformers, and tech. So if you like all of that, keep an eye out. Come on over, hang out.
There you go. TM, do you got anything you want to say real quick?
Robert, were you saying something about Superman before we were cut off?
Yeah, it's okay. I just I think that the thing that needs to be is hope about this movie. I mean, that's the whole point. And I'm hopeful that it's going to be good. And I don't mind the other characters. It'll all depend on the story.
All right. Well said, Robert. But let the people know what you got going on your channel, and let them know if you're not following you to follow you.
My channel is, well, I'd say it's fairly new. It's been, I don't know, less than 6 months. Maybe it's a little longer than that now. I try to do a lot of comic book hauls, but one of the main things I do besides comic books is I do my poetry videos. So, and those actually go up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and that's at 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time that I do that. But I also have one went up today. I do what I call Saturday Night Stories, where I talk about my fiction writing and my gaming and stuff. But yeah, Monday's video is part 3 of my most recent comic book haul, except for the one that I got today. Well, I'll have a new video for that sometime next week. So,
right.
Well, I subscribed. I am on Bell's channel now. I am following you, bro.
Thank you, E-Man. Much appreciated.
All right, Voggs, let them know what you got going on, and then we jump to Biggie.
I got a show Tuesday night. It's going to be an early St. Patrick's Day thing where we're going to show stuff that's green, figures, Hot Wheels, whatever, comic covers. I'm not showing, I have a big stack because I'm a Rogue fan of green covers. I'm narrowing it down to this. Maybe I'll show them all. Who knows? That could take a while. But I'm going to have an open panel. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. I know 2 people who are probably going to join already. That'll be at 10 something Eastern time on Tuesday. And then I'm going to do themed live streams. The one after that will be July. It'll be red, white, and blue covers because of July 4th. It could be characters like Captain America and stuff. And then after that will be October with Halloween covers and December with Christmas covers. So I think I'm going to make that a yearly thing. It'll be themes with March, July, October, December. But I'm still going to do every so often a non-themed live stream where it could be just hanging out.
All right. There you have it. And Biggie, what you got, Biggie? Let the people know what you got going on.
Is that Belzeard from the chat? Like, I think I've seen you in my chat, man. Good. Are you been in my chat before?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, cool. It was nice meeting you. Yeah, thanks for having me on. Roderick, my man, appreciate hanging out with y'all. I was just on the hunt about an hour or two ago. I do my channel. I hit 1,300 finally, and
congratulations, bro.
Thank you, guys. And I'm probably gonna be doing a giveaway real soon because I got a pretty good amount of subs. And me and TM and a few of my other friends, Comic Collector Allen, D-Runk, and Matt Likes Comics, we do a book review on Wednesday. We're going to be reviewing JLA versus Avengers issue 4. And you can always catch me on the book club every other Friday. So that's it, man.
All right, cool. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out on the late night, guys. And I guess you can see me during the week. Just have your notification bell on. On your boy Rod, I'll catch you on a random late night next time. Peace.
Peace.